Yo, can you hear me, yeah? Okay, cool.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome. Good evening. We are here for a special truncated short version of WinnerStaysOn Sessions because tonight we are going to be looking at the end of the season.
We are.
The last event on the Pro Tour, regular season, I guess. I suppose it's kind of like the playoffs because it's the regional finals, which is happening this weekend in Las Vegas.
Yep, North America Regional Finals.
Narf. What was that? That was Thundercats, wasn't it?
Schnarf. Yep.
So if it was like the South and North America regional finals, it would be Schnarf. But it's not.
Maybe one day.
It's not that.
Maybe one day.
Sweet, sweet coffee.
That is no milk in that coffee.
There is 2 spoonfuls of coffee in that instant coffee.
Wow, you go for all the caffeine.
I need it. I'm still recovering coming back from Canada, actually. Calgary was 7 hours behind.
You've had like over a week now? Or?
Yeah.
It's still not quite there. You're getting to that age.
I get messed up, man.
Yeah.
It takes your body 5 days, basically, to get used to it. So I'm just getting used to it now.
Right.
And I'm flying out on Thursday to go back 8 hours again and write myself off. With
you should have a bit more facial hair than you normally do as well.
I've just been living like a bum, to be honest with you. Just giving
I
up
swear
on
this
life.
is the most facial hair I've ever seen you with.
Do you know what's the sad thing? I've not shaved since I came back from Canada. This is all it is.
What? That's all that you can manage?
That's like a week and a
when
half.
you said it was patchy, yeah, I now believe you.
This is why I don't try and grow any beard. This is all I can muster.
Okay.
At the grand age of 38. But it is the North American Regional Finals this weekend happening at the Esports Arena in Las Vegas. And we're going to go through some of the brackets, we're going to preview, we're going to look at the situation.
Hypothesize.
It is very, very exciting. You may have seen online that there are 120 entrants signed up. Yep,
all killers pretty much. So like you said, you got 0 and 2, you get points?
Yes, so it's a super premiere, which is very important. It's a very controversial decision to put a super premiere at the end of the season. It's kind of like a level 3 X Factor. Because as there's 120
I see
entrants,
what you mean. Yeah.
It means that even if you go 0 and 2, you get 10 points for the CPT. Now, to put that in perspective, if you finish in the top 32, you get 50 points. To put that into perspective, let's have a quick look on the standings, which I have loaded up in front of me on the laptop. We're going to be showing you some stuff in a minute.
We will be playing Street Fighter 5 as well, if anyone's worried.
Yeah, there will be some games as well.
Angling towards turning off the power button right now. We will be playing games later as well.
Yeah, we've got Packz and Confz coming down and what have you. Okay, so if we get all the way down to 31, okay?
Smug.
31 is smug.
645. That's quite a massive jump between 31 and 30.
Menace at 615. So, you know, the difference between...
If you're on the cusp of qualifying, you have to go to this event.
Yeah, it's so vital, and that's why everyone's there. So if you just have a look at the pools, which we'll do in a minute, not yet, every pool looks like a ranking event on its own. It's crazy. So the numbers may not be high. It's only 120 entrants. But
they're
the
all
proliferation of players with CPT points is ridiculous. The pool play is going to be insane. It's going to be an incredible thing to watch. We're going to go through some of the brackets. Well, not the actual brackets, the seeding. We're going to go through the seeding. The brackets aren't live yet, but it has been seeded, obviously, because registration's closed.
Yep.
And seeding is done based on CPT points and regional splits. So there might be some shuffles that happen between now and Friday. But we're going to have a look anyway, because it's very interesting to look through and just work out who can come through, who's not there.
How many Europeans do we know that are going? Obviously, Infectious is already down, but who else? Is Problem going?
Probnex, of course, will be there because there is huge amounts of money on the line.
Yeah, he does like prize money.
Takamura and Luffy will both be there, which is very, very interesting for the European.
Mr. Crimson going?
Mr. Crimson will be there also.
Good.
But let's have a look at that situation. Takamura 554 points, and he's in 33rd. Luffy's in 27th with 845. He had a really, really good showing at First Attack.
He did.
So that is basically what helped him out.
And then didn't do well in Canada.
He had a decent showing at C Major as well.
Yeah.
So
he's been a bit topsy-turvy this year, but he's on the cusp of qualifying.
So that's really pulled him through.
Is that Mika life?
If he can actually pull through and get some decent points here and push himself up, that's going to do a lot for Takamura, because Takamura will then qualify as the highest European regional seed. At the moment,
would that put us up to 9 European? No, sorry, 6 Europeans. Is it 6 or 7?
Let's count it up. So we're
counting Big Bird and Angry Bird as European because obviously they're part of the EU CPT.
Gabs, can you pull up the Capcom standings for me, please? Is that possible? Can you do that for me?
Can we get like a star wipe into
the screen? We will definitely not get a
star wipe into it. Can we do that? We don't have the technology yet.
No, because that's madness. So let's have a look. As it stands from Europe, we will have Big Bird, Problem X, Phenom. They're all in the top 10, by the way. Then we also have Angry Bird, Infectious, and Luffy. So that's 6 qualified.
So potentially 7.
The most European players that have ever gotten into a Capcom Cup previously is only 5. So it's an enormous
We've already pretty much guaranteed to beat our record.
It is a great turnout for the EU. Yeah, we have beaten it because the minimum we can get in is 6.
Now, when did we do 5? Was that last year?
I want to say last year was 5.
That makes sense. 7. How many US players are currently qualified?
Okay,
just as a comparison.
US is actually doing reasonably well, but their players are a lot lower down in the bracket. So, of course, they have Punk, who is the #1 player in the world. He's on 4,655. Do me a favour, scroll up to the top, please, of the page. You see next to 2019 season, there's a little grey box, Gabs. There you go. It makes it a lot easier to look at more than one at once.
That digestible,
exactly.
Spreadsheet style.
Thank you to Justin Wong for showing me that. He didn't send me an invite to his wedding, but he showed me how to do that on the...
It's probably one or the other.
Exactly, that was it. But he blessed me with this, and it was very helpful.
To be fair, you didn't invite him...
I haven't had a wedding.
Have you not?
No.
I'm surprised.
Okay. I have no ring on this finger. Punk, best player in the world, #1. We have to go all the way down to 19th for the next player from America, which is Knuckles.
That's quite a drop, isn't it? All the way down from 1 to 19.
But then when you get into the mid-20s, you have Idom at 24, JB at 26, 801 Strider at 28, Smug at 31, and potentially Justin Wong as an outsider at 37.
Justin Wong will probably end up qualifying at the last chance qualifier anyway. Even if he doesn't.
He has actually said that if he doesn't qualify, he won't go.
Really? I'm surprised, because he would be a hell of a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose he's got family stuff.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes. No, I feel it's just a matter of pride for him. So there's quite a few Americans in the running, but they're certainly not as high up as the Europeans are. But in terms of numbers, they are present as well. So they're probably looking at 5 qualifications.
Okay. 5's a good number.
One of the notable players who will not be in attendance is Fujimura, who hasn't actually travelled a lot after EVO. So since EVO, I was just actually looking up Fujimura. Let's see if I can find him.
What has he been up to?
He has only gone to Asian events.
Does Fujimura stream?
Not sure. So he went to C Major, which he won, of course. He was at the Asia Premier, which is another super premier event, and he got 9th there. And he was at PPL Masters in Shanghai, which is a premier as well. So he's only gone to those 3 premier events. He will not be at North American regional finals.
No Daigo either, apparently.
Super. What do you mean no Daigo either? Really?
That's what someone's saying in the stream comment.
Sure.
Menace is what they're saying. Are they wrong? Surely not.
There's a lot of money on the line. Yeah, it looks like no Daigo on my page. Yeah, let's have a look again. Menace's generally on point with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
No Daigo. So yeah, no Daigo, no Fujimura.
Is Daigo qualified? He is. Okay, 20.
Yes.
He's fine.
Yes. So even though there is a huge amount of prize money on the line.
How much is it? Like 80,000?
I think it's 50,000. Okay. It's one of the biggest prize pools of the season.
Yeah.
It's like top 3 prize.
So how much do you get for getting first?
I couldn't tell you. You should be telling me.
I would guess 20.
You should be telling me this information. as opposed to the 7,000 you
It's
get.
not part of my territory. I'm the EU esports
Well,
manager.
obviously you don't need to know about Super Premiers because we don't have any Super Premiers in the EU.
No. EGX was nice enough to be. I felt like I was at a Super Premier.
It
while
was
I
a
was
Super Premier,
exactly.
but it wasn't officially a Super Premier. It was just Super. So let's take a look at some of the other standings. The Asian.
Some people were saying it is 80k.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lovely. The Asian situation is very interesting. If we can go back to the rankings page, that would be great. Please, Gabs. Hello? Are we there?
Next
Gabs?
slide. When did we do that? I swear we did a stream at one point we just kept saying next slide.
Can we go back to the page, please? I definitely need you to stay on the headset whilst we're doing this because I will be speaking to you and requesting please, if that's okay. Don't talk to Jammerz. Thank you very much. Oh goodness, what is this? Standings. There we go. And click that little grey button again, please. Fantastic. Great stuff. So as it stands, Sako there is in the last spot. It looks like Itazan, Kichipamu, as it stands, would be in, but there is going to be a lot of players that are going to be in attendance that could get points. To bump Kichipamu out of 30th, Moke would need to get over 250 points, which I actually pulled up. He would need to come third, so it would need to be a top 3 finish for Moke, who is the closest player to Kichipamu to bump him out. But of course, there is the potential of Smug, Mena, and Takamura to push people down. It looks really close. It looks really close in that kind of 20th region. However, once you get past Kichipamu, the gap starts to widen. It's 140s.
Yeah, a hell of a drop.
And then hundreds. There's a real scrap going on in the low 30s as well. So if someone has a breakout, they might be able to push in. I can't see us really losing maybe more than 2. More than 2 players out of this. I can't see it happening.
I mean, none of that it would happen, but if literally some random unknown showed up who didn't have any CBT points and won it, they would be qualified.
Of course, they'd go straight in, and someone would be pushed out.
Oh, I really hope that happens.
I can't imagine it's going to happen, to be honest with you. I can't see it
No, I don't see it happening, but you never know.
Because you've got Punk there, you've got Bonchan there, you've got Tokido there, you've got Fudo, Big Bird, Problem X, Phenom, Oil King, Infectious, Knuckle Dude, Takiuchi, Angry Bird, Hot Dog, Gashiku, Margot, Cien, Itazan, Kichipamu. So Itazan and Kichipamu are again in the same pool. Luffy's there, JB's there, Sako's there, Idom. Idom's a big tournament for him.
Is anybody else matching? Okay, so Daigo and Infectious are matched on points.
Indeed. That's an interesting situation. I don't know what the official ruling is for that in terms of seeding.
No, yeah, I don't know how
you
that
can
would work
actually
out.
see Machobo and Sienna on the same points as well, if you look on the screen.
Daigo would probably get the slightly higher seed because he's
Daigo,
Japanese,
of course, isn't
and
there.
you know the game is Japanese.
So Daigo will drop down because Daigo will get 0 points.
Yeah, but if Infectious doesn't get any points, that's not possible, is it?
It's not possible. Infectious
right.
has to get at least 10
so
points.
Infectious will definitely.
Daigo should have signed up and not turned up, which would have been duplicitous. But
no, you wouldn't have awarded points then because you'd be DQ'd.
Yeah, you got 0-2. You still finish in the top 120, and you get 10 points.
Can that be allowed? That doesn't make any sense. I should have signed up.
Works,
I should have signed up under a pseudonym.
All you guys that wanted seeding for next year.
I wish I'd done that now. If I'd have known, I would have signed up.
It's the same as getting 5th at a ranking. It's crazy. It's such a big swing. You know, it's only going to really affect a handful of people at that bottom area that we're in. It will definitely affect massively the seeding going into Capcom.
I don't think it makes sense. If you get DQ'd twice, you should not get points. Just like cancel it.
That's how it works. You finish in whatever it is, 97th place.
I wonder if someone must have signed up knowing this just to be on the board. Have you done it?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I didn't do it. I didn't sign up. I don't enter tournaments because I am rubbish.
It doesn't matter in this tournament.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. To put that into perspective, Sako came 5th at the Saigon Cup earlier this season, which is a ranking event. He finished behind Bonchan, Fujimura, Takedo, and one other person. I want to say maybe Nauman. No, that was Tiger Up. Can't remember who came fourth. Anyway, Sacco finished behind 3 of the best players in the world and one other in joint 5th. He got 10 points for that. Some jabroni is going to go 0-2 at the regional finals, and he's going to get 10 points for that as well. So it's a massive deal. Yeah. It's a really big deal. It's going to have a really big effect on how the brackets look as we go into Capcom Cup, but at least everyone's going to have a month to prep and look at that and work out who they're going to be facing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So let's have a look at the individual pools, because of course they have been...
so the individual pools are finalised, just not the order.
They have been seeded, and they're seeded on points specifically. So in Pool A, you can see you've got Punk, Infectious, NL, and Justin Wong. They're your top seeds.
Are there any names in there you don't recognise?
I don't recognise Dianthrax. I don't recognise Chano. Oh, wow, Abu's in there.
Really?
So, yeah, Abu.
Oh, yeah.
Abu, who runs UFA.
Yeah.
But just to show you how difficult this pool is as well, you've got Mr. Crimson, who's in there, Hurricane, who's in there, Kaba is in there, Dr. African is actually a very competent Bison player. iDrop's in there as well. So this looks like a mini tournament. It's crazy.
And that's only one bracket. How many brackets are there? 6.
I think there's 8 brackets.
8 brackets.
Yeah, there are.
So they'll probably go through to a top 16.
So to get out of that, you're going to have to get past some just crazy levels, and that's only to get into top 16 or top 24 if they do it that way.
Yeah, they might take an extra.
I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but it's going to be a big one for Kaba. Kaba needs points. He hasn't had a good season.
No, it's not been too great for him compared to last year.
Very, very difficult for him.
In fact, most guys have been struggling.
I think, you know, looking at someone like maybe... Let's have a look at Hurricane. Hurricane and Crimson. Let's have a look at them.
Where is Hurricane on the leaderboard?
Hurricane's miles away. Crimson's on 405. Hurricane should be...
Is he not there?
He should be in the 200 points kind of region. Where is he?
Veggies above him. Veggies
Where are you, Hurricane? 115.
Wow.
I think he won something. I was last year. So Hurricane's in 82nd.
Yeah, he won a ranking last year, didn't he?
You know, if they manage to get... Even for Hurricane, second isn't good enough. So for him, realistically...
has to win it.
It's...
I know, well, yeah. His better
if he has a good run, he gets
better
prize
shot is the last chance qualifier.
If he has a good run, he gets prize. That's basically it for him.
A bit of pocket money in the year.
Good for his sponsor as well. Vitality's a very good team. If he gets good visibility, that's good for him. But
well,
yes,
I reckon
the best shot. He is
qualifier.
going to the last chance as well. Yeah, that's a really difficult pool already, and that's just one of 8. So let's have a look at pool A2, if we can do that. Pool A2 includes Bonchan, Knuckledoo, Nemo, Gamer B, Johnny, who had a breakout at the start of the season, at final round. You've got really good regional level players like Stupendous, Lil Evil, Myers, Just a Kid. iPeru's terrible, absolutely rubbish. Auntie Renzo. He doesn't even play that much anymore, but he's there. I mean, he plays Laura. He's a threat. He's obviously a very competent player. He plays a very difficult to deal with character that probably people won't have a lot of muscle memory with. So it'll be difficult to deal with. Toy's in there. Toy's a very competent player as well. It's a very difficult pool. And Madis Mao, who's in Urian, she's upset a few people at events also.
Yep.
It's a very, very difficult. Eliver Ling! Wow, shout out to Eliver, he's in there as well. Again, he's a competent player of many games. So these pools are really, really difficult. You're not going to get sort of a freebie, even a freebie first game. It's unlikely that you're going to get a freebie first game.
You're more likely to come across a DQ.
I mean, maybe. but it's unlikely. I can't see many people.
There are a few names in there that I don't recognise.
I can't see many of these people not showing up, to be honest. Most of them will show up. If we look at Pool B1, if we can move on, that'd be great, please.
John Takeuchi,
So you've got Takeuchi, Haitani, Tokido. These are all pretty much safe. Then you've got players like Idom,
yeah.
Ryusei, Storm Kubo. Didimo Koff is very dangerous. Pinoy is very, very dangerous. And LPN, you don't know which LPN is going to show up. So they're threats. There's big threats in here. There's big threats in here. And they can all be spoilers. There's realistically, most of these names you're looking at people that need to actually win. They need to actually win the whole tournament to stand any hope of getting in. But realistically, they could be spoilers for anyone that actually needs the points. Storm Kubo, not even on the top 50 on the Capcom Pro Tour. Let's have a look. Storm, where are you? Storm Kubo, 77, 125 points. So he has even less points.
4 people have 125 points.
He has even less points than the Hurricane. And, you know how dangerous Storm Kubo is.
Yeah.
You've seen
Do damage.
You've seen him bring out his G. Brought out his G at Canada Cup a couple of times as well. So it's really, really testing. To even get out of these pools in losers is a massive achievement because they're so difficult. It's just utterly saturated with high-level, serious players.
What venue are they doing this at? Is it at the HyperX?
Yeah, the HyperX Esports Arena, where we had Capcom Cup last year. So if you saw Capcom Cup last year, it's going to be in that venue, so it'll be good. It'll be good.
There's a nice steakhouse next to the venue.
There is,
yeah.
Indeed.
Can't remember what it was called, but it's really good.
Store, around the corner. Come out the venue, turn right.
Check that one out.
Delicious, if you're in the Vegas area. No respects there. Who else do I recognise? I don't recognise anyone else in this pool. But that doesn't mean that they're not a threat.
Laughing Coffin. No.
Right, let's move on to pool B2 if we can.
Almost halfway there.
So all of these could realistically be like
Sync to the beat. Angry Birds there.
All of these could realistically be like a top 16 of a ranking event. Angry Birds qualified and comfortable. Fudo, Sako. Then you've got players like Moke. Moke is really coming through. He is... Where is Moke? He's 34th, 530 points. A good run from him, getting a top 3 will make a massive difference.
Where's Samurai on the leaderboard?
On the leaderboard, I don't think he's...
He's been more focused on League recently, but we're doing some damage.
A lot of these talented American players haven't been going international events. So Samurai's at 75th, 130 points.
Prototype's going to be there with Alex, I guess?
Look, they're spoilers. They're spoilers. Who have we got? Narikun, you need to watch out for him.
Who's Puka? That sounds randomly familiar.
Shinji is an international player, I believe. Plays Bison.
Okay. Well remembered.
Who else have we got? Mandrake, who is a very
Dominican
scary... DR, yeah. Very scary Urian player. These are difficult pools. And of course, Ricky Ortiz. She looked very dangerous actually at Canada Cup. She had a very good showing there, good turnout there. So again, these pools are deadly, and you'd have to expect Fudo and Angry Bird to be favourites, but Moke, Sako, you could get any
this
number
one seems
of
a little less jam-packed than some of the other ones.
Yeah, but as you start to sort of spread out the talent pool as well. Let's move on to pool C1 and have a look at this. Because even if you make it out of pools, so let's say you make it out of pools, you get 80 points, which is a huge number of points. Definitely makes a difference between in and out. But here we go. Pool C1. Jewel Kevin and Lex are both very talented young players. Glarlad is he an Abigail player? I think he's an Abigail player. And then you've got the seeded players: Big Bird, Hot Dog, JB, Takamura. You've got El Chakotay in there.
Man, this one's stacked.
the Mika play. You've got Filipino Man, who hasn't been super active, but he's a very competent player.
Yep.
Romance is a dangerous player. Commando Jesse is a dangerous player. I don't know who Imai is. If anyone in the... let me look at the stream chat.
Does anyone know who twice,
Imai is?
Is that Mugen? As in the random fighting game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a player I'm familiar with, but very, very difficult pool. It's a very important one from Takamura. He needs a lot of points.
Yeah. He could have had a worse pool. I think that's not too bad for him.
I think for Takamura, realistically, he needs to just hope that he does... where are we?
Hope that he doesn't run into Big Bird, the main one.
No, I mean... Mr. Crimson is on 405. Takamura is on 545. So he'd have to finish. Mr. Crimson needs like a top 8, really a 5th place finish.
Can someone do that?
And Takamura would have to only get 10 points. Very hard. It's really hard. As close as this is, and as many points that are on the line, if you're there, it means you're getting points as well. So you kind of need to really, even though there's a ton of points available, the kind of gaps are significant. You know, the gaps are 120, 130 points, and yeah, there's a lot of points available. But really, those
they ain't going to mean much to a few select people.
Yeah, those big points are only for like the top
unless
3,
you win it.
Top 4, top 3. So,
and we can pretty much like have a pretty solid guess what the top 8 is going to be anyway.
Realistically, I think you're going to be seeing Takamura getting in, unless he has a disaster and Mr. Crimson has an really amazing breakout event, which is crazy to say.
That's definitely what he's praying for.
Which is crazy to say because they're only 5 places apart in the rankings. 5 places apart, but 140 points apart, which is a very big deal. Let's move on as we continue.
Yeah, well, Paul's problem.
He'll be in there, don't you worry. So let's look at... Actually, I haven't finished this one. So, Big Bird, he's super qualified. Hot Dog, he had a great win, I think, at Shanghai.
Yep.
The Chinese premiere. JB, that's an interesting one. So, JB... If we look at, as it stands, JB's right on the cusp on 26th, but it's going to go further down past 26th.
We could get to the point where only players with 900 or more points win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine that that's going to be the case.
It's quite likely.
I imagine that's going to be the case. 900 is going to probably be the breaking point, which is way higher than we thought it'd be. We actually thought it was probably going to be at 750, 800.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect it to get this high.
So 900 is really high.
The fact that we're this close to 1,000.
Yeah. Which means you could win a Premier and still be way off.
Yeah.
700 points winning a Premier.
You got to win Super Premiers now.
You could win 4 ranking events and still be way off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a pro tour. You need to be traveling. You need to be a professional player, travel and get these consistent results. And realistically, if you look at the level of player that's here, you've got, you know, at the very top, they are the best players in the world, undisputedly. You see them in top 8s pretty much at every Premier. Punks, Bonchans, Tokidos, Fujimuras. Players like Big Bird and Problem X have now cemented their place in there. Phenoms had a much better season than we thought he'd have at the start of the year with Carrion. Oil King has been consistent as well. He got that 2nd place at Canada Cup. Machubo had a breakout year as well. Sians upped his game. September Margot, of course, came through.
So that top 16 is definitely the most like consistent players.
Yeah, but even okay. So then you look after the top 16. You've got Dogura, Takeuchi, Knuckledew, Daigo, Infectious, NL, Nemo, Idom, Sako, JB, and you'd only really say that like Infectious, Idom, and JB are kind of the newer faces, and maybe Hot Dog as well. He's 15th, but they're kind of the newer faces, the younger faces. But they're still traveling everywhere. They're still working hard. Infectious has had some really big results. Idom has had some really big results.
Now. It's made a hell of a difference.
Yeah, Idom definitely would. I feel Idom would probably be in the top 16 if he'd had.
Both him and Knuckle do not sponsors.
If he travelled, if he travelled to more international
100%.
Events. I definitely
he could do
think
damage.
Idom
probably more damage at international events because they wouldn't be ready for him as much.
But JB, going back to JB, he's on 875, so he's going to have a minimum of 885.
This would be the first Capcom Cup he ever qualified for?
I believe so, yes.
In fact, is there anyone here on this list, like now, let's say those were the 26 that qualified, who would be the players who have never been to a Capcom Cup before?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is IDOM ever qualified for a Capcom Cup? I'm going to say no.
I want to say no.
I think Infectious hasn't either.
I want to say no to Infectious.
But apart from that, I think everyone else has.
I don't think Hot Dog has.
That's just a good point, yeah. So, IDOM, Infectious.
I don't think Machabo has either. Please correct me in the stream chat.
There's quite a lot of new faces there in the Capcom Cup.
But everyone else is...
It's what, about 5 players?
Yeah, everyone else is old hat now. But yeah, we're starting to see that these are definitely the professional players. They're the players that you're expecting to see turn up.
Traveling the most and getting steady results, making a lot of those top 8 finishes.
JB on 875, 801 Strider on 810. He definitely messed up by not traveling to Canada Cup. I think he had work commitments, so he couldn't go. But that was a big one for him. That would have made a big difference. In this
26, who is the top ranked player who's not won an event this year? Who would you say? There must be somebody there in that 26 who's not won an event. Has Phenom won anything this year? Click on it. I would say I'm not sure if he has.
Problem X1 Sonic Boom and Reflect.
Yeah.
Phenom won on.
No, I'm not counting online.
Do we count online?
We are not counting online. So Phenom may be the top in terms of players that haven't actually won anything.
Phenom, Oil King won.
It's Phenom. Okay.
Oil King won Tiger Uppercut. I want to say I don't think has Machabo won anything. He might have done.
Let's have a look.
Yes,
he did.
Won.
Battle Arena Melbourne.
Won Battle Arena Melbourne. Okay, so we continue.
Zian must have won saying. Although I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he hasn't.
He has won an online.
Doesn't count.
And he was second at Versus Masters in Singapore, which is his hometown.
Margot? Did he win any? Maybe it's Margot. Yeah, so Margot, if we're not counting, if we're counting online, then it's Margot. He's 11th. Is he 11th?
Who, Margot? Margot's 13, lucky number 13.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, the three interesting situations that we have are obviously the American regional finals, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting one because all of these regional finals have that unique mechanic where if someone wins the regional final and they're already in on global, then drop down to
there's like a ranking system of qualification,
which is why you have only 26. Then you have 4 regional qualifiers. Then you have the champion, and then you have the last chance qualifier. Now Gachikun is already in there, so that means that 27th is going to be an automatic qualification spot.
Yep. So it's the 4 regional qualifiers, basically, whoever won the regional tournament.
So it's going to go down to 27th.
The winner of the previous Capcom Cup, and it's the winner of the last chance qualifier. They're the 6 spots.
Yeah.
That aren't for the 32.
Yes. So it's going to go down to 27th anyway, because Gachikun is in an automatic spot. We have, as it stands, Itazan.
Yep.
Will get in as the Asian representative. Luffy qualifies automatically because he's in 27th. Because Gachikun will open up another spot.
Right.
Okay. So that would mean Takamura would qualify on regional.
God, I hope Luffy does well.
And Zenith obviously qualifies for Latin American region because he won the Latin American finals.
If Luffy gets out of his pool, then he's pretty much guaranteeing Takamura that qualification spot, isn't he?
So Luffy needs to do some work.
And then obviously there's a chance Mr. Crimson might creep up.
And as it stands now, 8-1 Strider, but we don't know who's going to win the American finals, which will happen on the Sunday.
What are the 8 players for the...
That's a very good question. Let's find out who the 8 players are for North America. It is going to be Knuckledoo, Punk, Idom, 801 Strider, JB, Shine, El Chicote, and Terrence. They are the 8. Justin Wong is not in that list.
Has he like been to one ranking event?
Justin Wong has 100 points. Let's see where he's got them from.
How much you'd get 100 points from?
You can get 100 points in different ways. So let's have a look at his rankings. 3rd at Defend the North and 5th at Toryukin. And 5th at Northwest Majors. So that is where he has got his points from.
Okay.
But he is not qualified for the American finals.
Sad face. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been super active this year.
No, yeah, he's had a lot more.
He's travelled a fair bit, but not far and wide. As much as he would do previously, but that's understandable because he's just had a baby daughter this year.
Terrence must be really happy
and got
with that.
married yesterday. Or was it today? No, it's today. Or was it
Based on their time. They're 8 hours behind?
It was yesterday, wasn't it? It was Monday. So
yeah.
Shout out to Justin Wong. Congratulations. Right. Yeah, so that's a very interesting situation for me. JB, 801 Strider, Smug. Idom even can get pulled into that because Idom's in 24th with 905, JB's in 26th with 875, Strider's in 28th with 810. There's enough points there, and the gap is not that big so that there can be a really big turnaround. But you would imagine that Idom would perform. Let me make sure that. Yeah. Let's pull this up and try and see if we can find out where everyone is.
So is Punk in that? Did he go to any ranking events?
Yeah, Punk is 2nd.
2nd. Okay.
Knuckledoo is top.
I mean, the smart money would be on Punk, I guess.
Idom was in pool B1 with Takedo and John Takeuchi and Haitani, so it's very possible that he could cause an upset in that pool and get his way out.
So who are the players that if they won the regional final, it wouldn't mean anything to because they've already qualified on the global points?
Punk, do pretty much. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
And possibly Idom, depending on how he
does on the.
Because he is currently in 24th, I think.
Right.
Let's move on anyway to C2, which is our very own Problem X's. Yeah.
Some furry fighting going on. Who's he got? Gatchikun.
So he's got Gatchikun. He has got Emazi.
Yeah.
Luffy's in there as well.
Oh, what?
Again, can't escape.
There's no escape. Shine's in there. K-Brad. PR Balrog.
There are a lot of players in here.
Yeah, Smug in there. Okay.
Yeah,
Ceroblast.
Spoilers.
Snake Eyes as well.
Basically, half of Justin Wong's wedding is in this pool. Nasa, K-Brad, PR Balrog. Who else is in there? Shine was the wedding. That's it. But those 3 guys are in there. They we'll see how whether they're staying in Vegas until this weekend or going home. I'm not sure. Nasa's definitely going home because I saw him fly home to go back to work.
How's it gone between Problem and Luffy and like this year on the CBT? I swear Luffy's like taken a few off of him.
Luffy beat him 2 tournaments ago. Was it at EGX?
Was it EGX? That sounds UFA.
That was it. It was at UFA. Yeah. So Luffy has finally beaten Problem X in tournament recently.
Can he turn it into a streak? He might be able
it's not a gimme by any means.
Definitely not.
You have to watch out for Snake Eyes in that pool as well. Smug.
Either Kage or Zangief, I guess, for Snake Eyes.
I mean, Yanoob is someone you should, pay attention to as well.
Yeah.
K-Brad has beaten Problem X in the past. He has done.
Yeah. I do remember that was sometime this year.
Gatchikun, of course. Problem X has
very
a
back
really
and forth between those two.
Problem X has not really. Problem X has a really good record against Gatchikun. He's got a really good record against Luffy, but he has lost.
I swear he's lost to Gatchikun this year.
He has lost to Gatchikun this year. I think it was at Versus Fighting.
Right. So just based on this year, the amount of times they've encountered each other.
Yeah. So they've been, the record has been certainly a bit more varied. It's not a gimme anymore. And of course, Problem X famously lost to Ceroblast at one time I want to say NCR.
Could happen again.
Was it final round?
Okay.
I knew it was near the start of the season. Gabs, you remember everything, mate. I respect it. You remember everything, Gabs. It's all you. No, I'm joking. Shout out to
memories.
Jammerz is the encyclopedia. Let's move on to D1.
Do you want to do this one with Jammerz so we get him on for a bit of commentary?
Yeah,
Get him more insight. I'm going to tag out.
Jammerz is waiting to jump on. Look at that. Delicious. My coffee is ice cold, and I hate iced coffee. Matthew!
Oh, Matt,
just-
he wants you back.
Just throw it away. Can I get a new one?
There you go.
No, just throw it away and get a new one.
Jesus.
You are made of coffee and water, literally.
Problem beat Luffy at EGX 3-0.
Yeah.
That was the first round of the... spoiler alert, me and Problem practiced that matchup in the morning. Yeah. So he was going into that pretty
that was
confident.
after UFA, wasn't it? Where
Yeah. So, because me and Problem spoke about it, we knew Luffy was going to get Problem at one of the tournaments. It was just which one was it going to be. So it just happened to be UFA, which was good. But I'm very interested to see how Luffy does this weekend, and Takamura as well.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the big narratives, and that's kind of what I wanted to lay out ahead of this event, because on paper it looks kind of anticlimactic. Oh, it's only 120 entrants, you know.
Yeah.
80 of those are professional players. There's a whole swathe of people that are fighting it out to qualify. People want to fight for their rankings as well, and of course you have the situation with the regional finalists. If the regional final produces a winner that's already in the global qualification spots, then it goes to the next, and that's why the Luffy Takamura situation is very interesting. If Luffy does well, Takamura will actually want Luffy to do really well this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like 50-50. So obviously it's chance, and it's your own effort as well.
Yeah.
And if he keeps focusing on Luffy doing the job,
so Luffy's actually so far ahead of him now.
Yeah, it's like what, 300?
Let me pull it up. Yeah. So Luffy's on 845 and Takamura's on.
So it's 300.
It's
yeah,
literally
so it's
300 points. So Takamura would have to have an incredible breakout performance, because even if he finishes third, that's not enough, because Luffy would still get 10 points and be above him, right?
So how much do you get for...
he needs Luffy to do well, because he wants Luffy to get into an automatic spot so that he gets that regional spot.
So how much do you get how many points do you get when you make it out of the pools at the Super Premiere?
Oh, you know? My God.
I know, I'm being mad finicky right now.
It depends how many they're doing. If they're doing top 24, then you'd get 60. If you're doing top 16, then you'd get 80. So if you make it out of pools, because there's 8 pools.
Yeah.
If there's 3 out of pools, it's top 24. If there's 2 out of pools, it's top 16. I'm not sure what they're doing.
And because Gachikan's in the mix of the global leaderboard, another
extra spot to 27.
Did you mention that before?
Yeah,
okay, cool. So he's mentioned that before.
That's where Luffy is at the moment. He's in 27th spot.
Do you know what? I remember, I don't know if you mentioned this earlier as well. I remember we spoke about this.
They're doing top 16. Thank you for confirming in the stream chat. Go ahead.
I remember we spoke about this at the start of the year, and it was some people were like, oh, 750, 800 would be all right. And
we mentioned that.
I was one of the people that said, I'm not sure, because there's 3 super premieres, and obviously this one theoretically was to kind of flip the leaderboard on its head. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to work like that, but it's interesting because it's usually the 20th spot down to the 30th.
Yeah. Well, what it's basically done is it means everyone has to go to this event, and no one is comfortable. Thank you for my beautiful assistant for bringing me in.
Right now, guys like Infectious, Daigo,
they're all fine. Daigo's not going.
Okay, Daigo's not going,
but he's super comfortable.
What do you think Infectious is fine? 975?
Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
Someone would have to get 100. Everyone below him would have to get.
They'd have to do something.
The perfect amount of points.
I'm not
so
sure,
Infectious will go above Daigo anyway, right? Because Daigo's not there, and Infectious will get minimum 10 points, and they're both on 975.
Okay.
So Daigo's actually in more of a risk of going out. Shout out to Richard, who plugged this laptop in and didn't actually plug it in.
Okay, Infectious, yeah. Logan's breaking it down for me now, because it's like I actually haven't looked at this leaderboard for about a week and a half, so it's good that Logan and Matt have been going through this. But I knew Idom needs to do something. But like you said, this is big for Idom because I still think he has the potential to win the regional final. So even if Saturday doesn't go particularly well, I think he's still got a strong chance in the following day.
Punk has made a habit of gatekeeping Idom.
Specifically, yes. How many times has it been? 2, 3 times now?
I think it's at least 2. So it has to watch out for that. But Idom, if Idom gets out of pools, he's probably so.
Yeah.
But getting out of pools is hard, man.
Of course. I'm worried about Sako as well.
Yeah, anyone
well.
in that kind of 23, like Nemo position, lower. Boy.
Are they? No, because both Itabashi and Kichipama are attending, aren't they?
Yes.
So
they
this exemption spot between those guys is
at the moment it's
irrelevant.
Itazan, but
yeah.
you know, well, actually they'd have to play each other, wouldn't they?
Are they in the same pool?
They are in the same pool.
So theoretically,
so there's some great
So theoretically,
situations.
right? So they're on 780. So theoretically, if they both hypothetically went 0-2,
they'd have to play off. They'd have to play off. Because there's been a precedent set for that. The regional finals where Travis Styles and Fudo had to play.
I think that should be like an official thing. It's like if people got the same points, just play for the spot. I think it's fair. First to 3 as well, not first to 2, first to 3.
First to 5 is what they did.
Did they do 5?
They did first to 5.
I thought it was 3.
It was 5. It was that quick.
But, you know, I need to double check, you know.
That quick. Anyway, let's get back to this bracket, which is bracket D1, which we were looking at. And this is the one that Phenom is in, alongside Margot, and a lot of players that are kind of on the cusp.
Oh,
this is
Kawano's there.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting one. So we have 8-1 Strider and Terrence, Valoran, Kawano, Mena RD,
Rob TV.
Rob TV up to snuff are both very competent players but don't have a lot.
Is up to snuff Akuma or Urian? I'm pretty sure up to snuff is an Akuma or Urian.
Up to
I
snuff,
could be completely
he used
disrespectful.
both. I saw him using Akuma the other day.
Okay.
I think he was using Akuma at Canada Cup quite a fair bit.
Okay. But like you said, there's a lot of
Mira
surprises.
Plays. I think Mira plays Ibuki at Wednesday Night Fights.
Okay. Okay.
As far as I'm aware.
Terrence still playing Chun-Li.
That's who I'm thinking of. I think it is. And yeah, you know, you're looking at players like Valoran and Kawano who are not qualified. Mena RD's not qualified. Rob TV's looked really impressive this year. Terrence looked really good recently. 801 Strider. This is an enormous
tournament
event for
it's a turnaround point for him.
Yeah,
right at the end of the season, it's a turnaround point.
It's a huge issue.
Do you know what they do? I'd hope this weekend, because you are going right to the I hope they put the games that matter on the stream more than obviously just getting, because I know that there's lots of killers and there's lots of household names in that tournament anyway. But it'd be really cool as a spectator to see, like, right, these guys need, like, if this guy loses this game, he's out. He doesn't get the points, so he's not going to be in CPT, so he's banking on this.
Shout out to Zakayast, is that Zakay ASD or Zakayast? What would you say?
Oh, it was first to 3.
Yeah, he's been fact-checking me there. First to 3. And the Up to Snuff apparently uses Mikali and Stevie B's kill. But I'm pretty sure I saw Up to Snuff. Or is that a joke? Hang on a minute.
Kawano. Oh, he's sponsored by
Stevie B.
Okay.
That's a meme. I understand. I see what you did there. Yeah, it's not the last chance to qualify, by the way. That is obviously at Capcom Cup. This is the North American Regional Finals. So it's the last open premier event of the season where people can get points and qualify for Capcom Cup, and also the American Regional Finals for North American region, which is the 8 top players based on ranking events in America. That will generate another player to qualify for Capcom Cup, and it will then in turn determine whether a player from outside of the global seedings gets in, or the winner from the regional finals gets in anyway. So there's a lot of storylines to develop. Margot, of course, is looking very comfortable. Phenom very comfortable as well. But yeah, it's pretty much 801 Strider. Where's Terrence at? Terrence, I think, is way down here.
He's like way down. I don't think he's like
really hasn't had.
I think Valoran went to all like the major American events, so like CEO, Evo. Combo breaker.
Yeah, Terrence 235, 55 points.
Not too bad.
Valoran 205, 65th spot. So
Oh, they left his old sponsor on there.
pretty far off. It would take a top 2 finish for them to even be in the running, realistically a top 1 spot. Anyone that's below, I'd say 36, arguably 37. If you come second and get 500 points, which is an enormous ask at such a stacked event, then you can get in. And that's scraping it in on that kind of 900 cusp. So it's showing you what an enormous ask it is, even though it kind of does look like a really close run thing. Let's move on to pool D2, which is the final pool.
Did they do 4 groups of 15, 16? How did they do?
It is 8 groups of 15, 16.
Oh, 8 groups, okay. Well,
This one's a stack. This is basically the pool of, well, not the pool of death, but one of the pools of death.
Damn.
This is the Itazan and Kichipamu pool. It's also got Oil King and Xian.
I don't see those two getting out.
Remember, only 2 people get out.
Yeah, I don't see those two getting out.
You've also got players like Kami, Brian F, Nephew, Pugera. No Good Citizen's a very competent player.
He plays G, right?
Yeah.
June 8. I think that's a Korean Laura player.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, who's Azad? I know that name.
He's not.
Oh, he's the Bison player from Wednesday Night Fights.
Okay.
Cool. Jun 8.
I think I've seen that name before.
Jun 8. Who's Jun 8? Let us know in the stream chat who Jun 8 is.
I was thinking, is that the Korean Laura player?
He's definitely Korean. And who's Yasuko as well?
Yasuko, never heard of it, so I've never heard of him or her.
Tarin B.
Jin 8 got top 16 at Fighter Street. Thank you. He is the Korean Laura. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you don't want to play random.
What, round 1?
No, definitely don't.
Oh, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Look, as a spectacle, it's going to be great for the viewers at home.
Yasuko, I think, is from Vegas. So
It'll be great for the viewers at home. But for the guys there, I remember, this is like, remember, we're in Season 4, right? So this is like the concentrated player base. Everyone's been studying their matchups. And again, like Logan said, this is the last chance for people to really turn their season around. And a lot of people, it's a very big ask to, win the tournament, let alone,
it's a
break
big
into top
ask.
16 or
It's
top
a
8.
it's a big ask to get in top 16 to break out of pools.
Yeah.
It's a big ask because they're big pools. They're 16-person brackets. You're looking at 10 of those players being, good enough to compete at an international level. You're looking at least 5 of those players being world-class players.
Yeah, look, you got like 5 or 6 people they've won a tournament.
Look, you've got Oil King, Xian, Itazan, Kichipamu already in there. Then you can kind of debate about the level of Nephew, Pugera, Brian F, Kami, dangerous players in there. So it's going to be very, very difficult. Sherry Genix and Bushin style in there as well. That's an interesting matchup should that happen. But yeah, those are the pools as it stands. 8 pools of roughly 15 to 16. Going into it says a top 24 on my Smash GG page.
Unless
so perhaps it is a top 24.
Nope. There you go. So, am I excited for the reveals at North American Regional Finals?
Super excited. I'm definitely excited. I can't tell if this is charging because the battery goes up, but it doesn't
goes
say
down.
It's charging.
I mean, look, it's going to be this weekend. Something will be announced. Something will be shown. I'm just hoping it's like it's something we can all be happy about. Because sometimes you get the announcement and it's like, nah.
Poison!
I was happy when Poison came out. But then, look, she's going to get another new costume soon, so I'm all right. But, yeah, so what? It's 2 more characters that are coming out, isn't it? Because we only had 4. We had Kage, Honda,
Who knows?
Lucia.
Because it's come out in a random way. We had Kage at the start, and then nothing. And then a pass of 3 characters. It wasn't even a season pass. Remember, we haven't had a season pass. So let us not assume that it's 6 characters for the year. Ono definitely did come out and say, we are going to give you an announcement, we're going to show you something, and then you're going to hold that until the end of the Intel Olympics event.
And yeah, but that's good that you mentioned that. Keep in mind as well, the Olympics are coming next year. So look, there is still something very big to look forward to.
People are all speculating in the chat there as well. On one hand, we have people speculating on Oro and Gil, which would be interesting. On the other hand, we've got people speculating on T-Hawk and DJ, which would absolutely suck.
I'd rather not.
No interest in that at all. I want some interesting characters, that play different ways.
I would like a completely new character again,
Okay.
but I don't know if they've done that. If I was to say one returning character, maybe DeCapri, maybe
Yeah,
Viper.
we're kind of expecting DeCapri, Rose, Abel, Sea Viper.
Because look what's happened, right? So we had Kage at the start, and then I feel
No,
as
Eleanor.
well,
No.
yeah, probably not. No, thanks. I feel as the game's progressed and gone on, more and more technical characters have come out, or more characters with a lot more combo variants have come out, excluding Honda,
Yeah.
Kage, Poison, Lucia. It's like the variety's coming, but some part of me feels it was like
G's massively expressive.
I think he's like the pioneer of that, in terms of proper combo variety and the proper reward for it. But it's like I feel some people do feel it's too little, too late, because if they were released at the start or earlier, would the hype still be around? But Menace, of course, Menace was the first one, then it was Zeku. But I feel like G is at the top of that because it's like, with the combo variants, it's a lot of damage and good screen carry as well.
Yeah.
So look, either way, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I just hope I don't get disappointed. That's all it is. I just don't want to get disappointed.
I'd like some netcode, please.
They
Can I
have to
some
do something
netcode?
about that, though. They have to
Can I
do
have some
something about
netcode?
that.
Before we have an online event, can I have some netcode, please?
Do you know how many people actually want to play the game? Like, current players, whether they're streamers or people just wanting to find a game or play their friends, it's like, I want to play the game, but it's like the netcode just doesn't say, or CFN just says that.
Andy's making a blood offering at home for some Abel. He wants to get Abel back.
Oh, man.
I know lots of people would be excited for that.
Can you imagine?
People want their characters back, man.
I got mine, so
Yeah.
I'm all right. But
I've given up hope. I'm a Ken main now.
Oh,
That's who I play. Who's Dudley? I see Smug is so desperate for it. He's gone to play Third Strike. Streaming Third Strike now.
Oh, man.
So that's fun.
How many points does he have on the leaderboard? 600 and something?
Yeah,
645?
He's certainly way off the pace.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Smug because
645 in
Yeah.
31st position, so he needs a breakout.
the route he's taken this year has been a very, very interesting one, and it's been highly successful.
Smug could
right?
still get
So
in off the back of other people's results.
Some players are banking on that at this event. They are banking on please.
If Smug somehow managed to get a top 3, which would be very, very difficult given the strength of the field and his results this season, it's unlikely that he's going to get a top 3,
Well,
statistically speaking.
I'm hoping he doesn't get double Rashid, because when we were at UFA, he had to suffer that.
He got double someone else there.
It was Karen as well. Was it Karen at EGX? Did he come EGX?
Yeah, he came EGX.
He got double jeopardied by another top 3 character, another event, and we were there, and it was like, damn. But it's thick and fast now. Come to the end of the season, these guys are trying to earn the money.
So for him, if JB and Strider do well, and get up there, then he'll get in on the potentially if one of the winners of the regional final is already qualified, then Smug will get in on the regional spot.
How many US players are in the
As
finals,
it stands
theoretically?
currently, if it was to end today, you've got Punk, massive gap, no one, all the way down to 19th, so Knuckle-Doo, then Idom and JB.
4 people.
So 4, they'll have a minimum of 5 if it ended today. But of course, it's really tight in that 26, 27, 28, 29 spot. You never know whether Itazan's going to have a breakout tournament and grab a couple 100 points and fly up the rankings. That's entirely possible.
Never count him out because
Kichipamu was scooping everybody all over the gaff at Calgary Cup.
oh God, he done it. He done it at Evo. He done it at Calgary Cup. Well, he done it at the People's Premier League. Listen. I promise you, we were very, very close to saying Zangief wins a Premier tournament in Season 4. We were very close to saying that. And don't count out Itabashi only because this man made it to the grand finals last year, and nobody expected that. No one expected that. Funnily enough, it was the two characters that got the biggest changes in 3.5 were the ones in the grand finals last year. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And look, you guys at home, you guys are going to be watching. He's going to be there. I'll be watching. Unless I make a surprise appearance. Something like that.
Flying in. Spending some of that EGX money. Oh.
But
which no one's getting for a while.
I know, right?
When we getting that? December? In time for Christmas? I've got presents to buy. I've got nephews and nieces now.
And they all want things. And what has everyone in this leaderboard, outside of what, a couple of character specialists, I think everyone's got at least 2 or 3 characters. Right?
Let's go through. That's an interesting point to bring up. So Punk has, but you're not really expecting to see them.
Nah.
Bonchan
2.
I mean,
he could pick him.
We saw what happened at Celtic Throwdown.
Yeah, he could pick him.
Pretended to play Sagat and then switch to Kido. No.
He has been training a Bison.
That's for Street Fighter League, though.
Yeah. All right.
Fudo definitely is a 2-character player. Fujimura is a 1-lady man. Yeah, he's loyal.
I respect it.
Big Bird doesn't need a different character because he plays Rashid. But he did use Birdie.
And Zeku.
He did use Birdie at the Asia premiere.
Oh, yeah, because he was fine. So he's like, let me test it out.
Problem X, mainly Bison, but he does have other characters. He does have that Abigail to bring out. Momochi definitely got a bunch of characters.
But he's like, for the Super Premiere, he just used Colleen. So he might just ride it out with Colleen.
Potentially. But he definitely has Zeku, he definitely has Ken still.
Yeah.
I've seen him use Ken this year. Phenom, mainly Karen, Nakali if he needs it. Oil King, he plays Rashid, so he doesn't need a secondary. Machabo is a 1-character man, I think.
I've seen him play Akuma, and he's tried Colleen. So I wouldn't be surprised at CPT Finals if he whipped out someone else.
Tien, pretty loyal. Mago's definitely used Cammy.
Yeah, he just transitions. His seasons from Season 2 have been interesting, because he went from Karen, and then he transitioned, he had to learn Cammy, then he made the finals, and he beat Luffy, round 1. Yeah. And then the changes happened again, and he transitioned from Karen back to Cammy. So
Gachikun is the original Rashid for me. If anyone remembers that online set with him and Daigo in Season 1 that was on YouTube. Kind of basically taught everyone how the character worked.
Oh man, that was brilliant.
Hot Dog pretty much only uses Bison.
Yeah.
Angry Bird pretty much only uses Zeku now. Dogura definitely will switch to Urien now and then. John Takeuchi again, he's a loyal man. These Rashids, man, they don't need to switch.
Is this going to be his first time in the CPT Finals? If he makes it, I think he's alright. Yeah. Hey, not too bad, because I know that guy's been trying hard. We've been watching him like travel quite a bit since we first saw him.
What was it? Was it Costa Rica the first?
The first attack, yeah. Yeah, we've seen this guy travel quite a bit, so it's good. That's good. Knuckle got an array of characters. He's got
a stable of characters.
Yeah.
Daigo, who knows what Daigo's going to turn up with? But he's only used Guile, so. Yeah. But you never know on the big one. We'll have to wait for Capcom Cup because of course Daigo will not be at North American Regional Finals. Infectious. He might use V-Trigger 2 Ken. You never know.
Yeah, I hope you don't, but...
Yeah. NL's been pretty solid with Akuma, but I have seen him bring out Cammy now and then. Nemo is basically Urien all the time. Idom obviously started using Poison recently, looking very strong.
Yep.
Sako, of course, Kage and Manat.
Maybe a bit of Lucio. No.
Yes, that's right, actually. JB, again, Rashid, pretty much straight up Rashid. Luffy.
The Collins not coming back.
Ain't picking a Collins.
It's the Collins not coming back. It's going to be Miko the way.
Strider's definitely only going to be picking G. He's not going to be picking anyone else. Itazan, Abigail, bit of Geef. Kichipamu, he's loyal.
He's actually played Abigail, but Justin said it's pretty bad.
Yeah, he doesn't really doesn't bring it out.
He said it's pretty bad.
Smug's got the 2. Mena's got a couple of characters actually. Where did I see him use Akuma?
He used Akuma this year?
I've seen him use Akuma somewhere.
I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I saw the Mika.
I think everyone in DR uses Akuma.
I saw the Mika pick.
Yes, the Mika
didn't see the Akuma though.
Speaking of Akuma, Takamura's pretty much a loyalist as well. Moke again, Rashid. I've only seen him use Rashid.
Damn, Haitani. Do you know, I forgot.
Yeah.
I actually forgot. Do you know he's a solid player, but if you don't see him in...
Yeah, he wasn't travelling to events for a while.
What,
again,
like after EVA?
Yeah, he'd had a baby. I think there was... Yeah, just he had some family issues, so he wasn't travelling. He wasn't even at C Major.
Yeah, damn. I totally forgot.
So yeah, Haitani, but he was a... I want to say he was at Canada Cup. I was happy to see him.
Maybe.
Yeah. And of course, Gamer B. As we lose the power on the laptop. So that's all of your analysis because the visual platform laptop is not giving us any visuals anymore. Yeah, it's going to be a really strong event. Really looking forward to it.
But
happening in Vegas this weekend. You can catch it on Capcom Fighters. Who do you think? Who do you think is going to win the North American Regional Finals Open Premier? Who do you think? Who do you fancy for that out of the players that are there? And also, who do you think is going to win the American Regional Finals and why? Because that's an interesting question.
It is. Momochi's safe because he, after 2 weeks of streaming Smash Brothers, he just...
Bajillion points.
Yeah, he after 2 weeks of streaming Smash Brothers straight, he just decided to go and qualify.
Power! Break!
But who would win the regional finals in North America? I don't know, if Punk, because you don't get any, you get prize money for the regional final.
Oh yeah,
right?
you do.
Get prize money for the regional final. No points.
I don't think the regional final has a buff prize pot though. I think that's just a flat 7K.
It's just the same.
It's only the Open Premier that has the big Super Premier prize pot.
The thing is, I think maybe one or two of the players would want Punk to win. If you're looking at it long term for the CPT finals, they might want him to win. But as players for the Pride, the trophy,
obviously,
then you'd want to win. And that's a tough one because it's like outside of Punk.
We have power again. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, there you go.
Saving the day.
Yeah. Logan will be at the before he knocks over the camera. I don't know what that was.
I just beat you up for saving the day.
And then he just knocked it over. Logan will be at the finals this weekend, the North American Regional Finals.
I will be. Woo. Sorry for the motion sickness, everybody. At home.
Well, yeah. I mean, for Punk, he's had the ulterior motive. Just breaking records on the CPT, accumulate more prize money.
I really want to see Punk break the 5K mark, man. That would be sick. He needs... What's he need? He needs to finish top 2. He needs to be in Grand Finals. If he's in Grand Finals, then he'll break the 5K mark, which is... I don't think we'll ever see anyone do that again.
No.
Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure we'll see 3 Super Premiers again, to be honest with you, on the tour.
You know what? Let me ask you... Let me ask you this. How have you felt about those this year? I know you voiced Europe not having one, which I'm totally with Logan on that one.
I definitely feel it's undue stress for players to have this Super Premier at the end of the season. It feels almost mean because they have to go. You want to rest. I've qualified. I feel like I'm okay. Am I okay? I'm in 25th. I'm in 22nd. No, you have to go. Unless you're in like top 16, you have to go.
Because last year in this same predicament, right? Because it wasn't a Super Premier, it was just the Open Premier, and it was part of the Red Bull Conquest, and then you just had the regional final. Now, it's a...
No, 11's cool.
Yeah, and...
we're going to do a competition as well. We've got stuff to give away.
I mean,
well, we're in the middle of talking. Can the people even hear you? Stop doing that. You make us sound insane.
We're talking to our streamer. But, yeah, we're in the predicament last year. It was an Open Premier and a regional final. It was part of the Red Bull Conquest project. Shout out to those guys for that one. That's really good. I'd love to see one of those in Europe. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But now as...
I feel like the 2 is enough. I feel like Tokyo Game Show and EVO is enough.
So Evo's like no arguments there. No arguments there for me. That's just fine.
It's a group. It's 2,000 people. But the thing is, right? Apart from Daigo and Fujimura, you've basically got the same killers at this event that you'd have at EVO.
Yes.
Maybe another like 30. Which I suppose is significant because there's only probably about 80 killers here.
Yeah.
So that's like another third.
when it was EVO, because that was the start of the Super Premiere run. So like people were like, look, it's EVO, the prestige, the points, and the money. We need that. Tokyo Game Show, people went because that's a luxury in itself. Because not many of the players went to Japan before. I know it was Problemex's first time as well. So he went, got those points, and Mochi came out of nowhere, just won. Now this one, it's like, do I have to go? But it's like, yes, you do.
My problem is that Tokyo Game Show as a tournament is not the same as a spectacle as EVO.
Why is that?
Because the EVO finals are in Mandalay Bay with 18,000 people in the arena. And
Filled out seats, by the way.
And you play on a screen behind you that's the size of a basketball court. Tokyo Game Show was not that. It was nice. It was on a stage, had a good stage, good presentation.
But it was part of something bigger.
Yeah. It wasn't the main show.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there was something of the scale, maybe EVO Japan should be that in a large venue, but
then that begs that moves on to another conundrum. It's where would you put EVO Japan within the circuit?
Yeah.
That's not January, February, because remember EVO Japan's not on the
is a
circuit.
problem.
So it's like, how would you do that without disrupting it? And next year, remember the Olympics. Hey, he's
Packz
there.
and Confz are here to press some buttons.
Remember, the Olympics are going to be in July, so I don't know how 2020 CPT, if there is going to be
next year, no one knows. No one knows what's going on next year.
Because all I know is the Olympics
There
is
might
July.
not even be a Pro Tour next year.
That's
Who knows?
it. All I know is just there's the Olympics. Bam.
I know the Olympics is happening, and the Intel series is going to be great, the Intel World Cup, and there's going to be 12 countries and blah, blah, blah. And I know I've seen all the presentations on that. I don't know what's happening with the Pro
It's
Tours.
probably going to be another one just for you.
What's happening, Gil?
Sooner or later.
Go on, mate.
What's
On you
up?
get.
He's there.
Where's Confz?
Shout outs to Packz.
Is Confz here?
I don't know.
He's on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got to talk to his plugger.
But yeah, it's
play
going to
some
be
games,
interesting regardless. But we are going to get some games for you guys now. We have the player just walk in. I might jump on in a little bit as well if there's time. But yeah, look, just talk about the Olympics real quick. If this all does work out, this could be big.
Oh,
In-
I'm
in-
really
in-
excited
in
for
the
it.
long
I'm really
run.
excited for it.
If it works out, it could be big.
Look, we've seen how fun team tournaments can be
Yeah.
based on like real rivalries. One of the things I don't like about Street Fighter League is there's not real rivalries.
It's not organic. I can tell one or two of them. It's like you're a camera dude. Play it for the camera.
Yeah.
Remember how they did it with some of the guys at Gfinity?
But they have the. I mean, even Gfinity was good fun because it was just that it had enough time. It was stretched out, right?
Yeah. And there was more. There was more time
And
to
they were-
improve on that.
And they were actual like teams, not people that were drafted together.
Yeah.
But what I really like is that kind of
okay. He's here,
international
he's here.
thing. Is the
Yeah,
international
you've
rivalry? Like it's real rivalry. It's real international.
So who have we got?
rivalry.
We've got Problemex and Punk as one. That's like probably your favourite.
No, sorry, I'm talking about teams for the World
okay.
Cup. For
I
this
thought
Intel
you
World
meant
Cup
just
thing.
as players in
No,
general.
no. So that's why I always like that Canada Cup vibe because
That looked mad
you can
fun.
just get behind the teams
Yeah.
you know, you're playing with people that you normally are competing against, but you unite under one thing, one joint cause, and it's good fun, and everyone's having a good time. I'm interested to see how that will translate when it's serious competition.
Okay.
You know, because it's great. It's great when everyone's having
I know
fun,
what you mean.
right? But when it's real money on the line and proper prestige and it's real competition,
I kind of respect the players that can they do that. That they know where they're playing, and it's like, right, this is fun. We can still play serious, but this is fun.
Bro, get out of this.
Oh, what is this? These guys come to interrupt the nice little
Obviously,
chat.
man ain't played the game in like 10 years and now they just got
Well, we had a wonderful
Bust it
professional
real quick,
broadcast for a couple of hours.
And then these two.
And now
Nah,
these-
Nah, it's the fuggery, isn't it?
Confz,
Right.
man ain't come out
No,
and played
hey.
in like
Hey, Packz, real question though.
15 years.
you
Like,
just meet Packz,
obviously,
though?
obviously, when I come
Why
back.
are you player one? What are you doing?
Because it's my house.
Wow, Jesus. Now, Packz,
You've got to play on the Mad Catz pad.
Jesus.
Yeah?
You're playing on that pad with 60 buttons, bro.
Buttons on the side and
Bare lights up and that see-through.
How's your child doing?
How's Nova?
Yeah.
She's ill today, so
Oh.
she's not doing too well.
Damn.
Oh.
But she's great.
That's good.
Like saying dada.
Family man, come to join us tonight. And then there's this,
I'm a family man too, man.
you,
Got
Bear youths.
mate. You can't even play
In
a
the
tuba
game.
properly. How the hell are you going to take care of a
Got
kid?
bare
I
youths
can't-
in the game, you get me?
Got bear kids
Man's
in
got
the
bare
game.
kids in the game, bro.
Man's a father for all
Father
of them, you
everyone
get
in
me?
this thing. Yeah? Got
You
bare kids in
waste.
this
Son
game,
and
yeah?
bear these people. You
Son
get
and
me?
bear, all of them are
You're
my sons.
Packz, you got a question. When are you going to be streaming again?
When am I going to be streaming?
Someone's asked when you're going to stream. They miss your streams, man. They
literally
miss
don't-
you.
I literally do not have a setup in my house.
Oh yeah, he just moved, didn't he?
Yeah, I moved house. I don't have a setup
Listen,
in my
bruv,
house.
Justin Wong has got Harper mashing buttons and doing
See?
360s and that.
Listen.
bruv.
Listen, Justin Wong streamed his wedding. He's on another level.
Yeah,
If I,
exactly,
if I
bro.
streamed my wedding,
Get on his
I would
level,
die.
cuz.
Get on this level.
If I
then.
try and stream my wedding,
Look.
I will be dead.
Man, want to see you dance
I
the
will be
cameo
dead.
Candy at your wedding, bro.
Get
On
I will
camera.
be dead, bro. If I try to stream
Justin
my,
Wong is
stream
gold.
my
Hey,
wedding.
listen, if you streamed your wedding, people would pay you.
No,
They-
I would die about people paying me. I'll be rich with,
people would donate.
with no life.
You have a donation button, don't you? They'd throw money at you.
Did you dance the Candy?
Oh, I forgot about this broken character.
Stand and medium kick the
Where
game.
you going, fam? Yeah, man. Shut up, fam.
Alright.
You better be merciful, fam. Oh, you don't want to do it now? No, cool with it. Oh, that hit me.
Kill me. I better die. If I don't die.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, the shimmy.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh
Nah,
no.
he's fine. One grab. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine. That's
no.
fine. That's fine.
Oh,
Nah, it's fine. He's fine.
no.
No, he's fine.
He's fine.
He's
He's not fine. What's that?
Ooh.
If that second fireball hit, I'd tell Menace to cut
he
the
wouldn't have
stream.
been fine.
Do it, bro. Do it, fam.
Are you gonna do it?
Ah!
Nah, stop it.
Oh, he's going to activate now. It's fine. He's all right.
Yeah. Oh, I allow you.
Hey, shut
I
up,
allow
fam.
you. No. What should I do to you now? What should I do?
Four
Yeah,
fills and
obviously.
Oh, okay,
strike.
that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay, I
oh,
see.
yeah, sorry.
Foxtrite is in the surgery. Not actually in surgery. He's in D surgery.
Yeah,
GP.
Do it, man.
And Four fills that he couldn't make it tonight, so.
Four Fills is welcome though whenever he wants.
And it is a long journey
Oh,
back.
the whip panache!
Oh, what you doing? Real swing.
He's not gonna do it. I mean,
Addicted
Oh
to
no.
Why would you be mad? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because I'm a masher.
another grab.
Hurricane's here in the stream chat, not in person. Wasteman. He's going to be at NA Regional Finals though.
There you will.
Alright, Hurricane, your pool looks.
Oh, I wasted all my bar.
That's
What?
exactly
Yeah,
what I
good.
wanted them to do. you
Yeah,
get me?
good,
That's
good,
it.
good,
Yeah,
good.
I wanted them to waste the bar.
Well, exactly
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I planned it.
see,
That's the plan,
you,
bro.
you,
And
you
they
were
could
looking for
never
the chip.
understand.
That's a good-
Nah,
they can fix that.
no.
They
I think they should keep it because you
No,
were
they
looking
shouldn't.
for the chip. Because you wouldn't have complained if that chipped.
Alright, Hurricane. Your pool's mad, bruv. Have either of you two seen these pools from North American Regional Finals, by the way? They're broken. Apart from Problems pool. Problems should get out of his pool. He's got Gashigan and Luffy in his pool, so...
I mean, it's not as if he hasn't played them two before, but...
Get lost.
Oh, fuck, that's why. Buttons wrong.
Language!
Sorry.
Are you going to come through, Hurricane? Are we going to do this Poison Ryu match?
My buttons are wrong.
Your buttons are wrong.
Yeah, I got them wrong.
Okay. Oh, his buttons are wrong.
I need my
His
need
buttons
my
are wrong.
V-skill button.
I apologize, guys.
No, it's alright, guys, because we just
My
did a
potty
button
mouth.
check beforehand, didn't
My
we?
potty-
We checked
My
that.
potty mouth.
His buttons are wrong.
Hold on, let me show you my buttons.
Thuggery on the
Let's-
stream.
Let's change his buttons.
My thuggery on stream.
Because he needs his buttons
What was the
changed.
score? Is it... What is it?
1-0 to
That was
Confz.
1-0.
I think, is it 1-0 to
Oh, that was
me?
bare long,
I
bro.
don't
This is the first to 10 set.
That game was
Right
bare
now.
long.
This is the
Yeah.
first to until I win set.
We're playing under Ryan Hart rules.
Yeah, Ryan Hart. What, was it first to one? You want to play first to three?
I run that back.
First to three, yeah?
Run it back.
Oh, you want the first three? You want to play first to five?
What the score? The score was 3-1. Okay, so that means it's now 11-6
Oh, well, you beat me 5-0. Alright, let's do first seven, bro.
Oh my god.
after the
Oh man.
after that set that we played in September.
The white balance.
There's not enough white. It's alright. I'll come through in a minute. It's fine.
You need to stop.
Sorry, I got
Oh,
Cody on
man.
the screen. He is the whitest
Cody. I got
whitest Don.
Bro, have you seen Cody's bust down? He black as hell, man.
No, he's
Bust
not,
down
bro.
character.
topless.
Cody got a
Show
bust down
my
on his
ass.
wrist, bro.
He's got a big AP.
Watch your shins, cuz. What you doing, man? Don't do that.
Jesus.
Don't do
Hey, why are you trying to
yeah?
back your top off, big man?
Yeah, put it back on, yeah? Put the top back on, fam. Don't.
I've been going gym, bro.
Shut
You
up.
haven't. You definitely haven't been going gym ever in your life.
What you doing, man? Shut up, yeah?
It's fine. That's good. That's good. That's fine. That's
Man will
fine.
get the meters.
That's good. That's fine. That's
Man will
fine.
get all the meters, yeah?
That's good. That's good.
Obviously, man, back throw for the meters.
Let's see if you do that again. Innit?
Meters like Usain Bolt and that, get me?
I mean, what is it?
Honored.
What are you doing?
Hold on. Is it confirmed that Confz can only beat people when they got the wrong button there?
Don't do that. I told
Oh, okay.
you. Stop
Man,
playing those
man was
games.
Hey, oh, come on, Confz. Bro.
The last time I think we played together was
What, where the hell was it?
was after EGX at like 4 AM in the morning on my laptop in the hotel. Have you played a set, like a long set after, since then, Packz?
No.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. Oh, couldn't you done that?
Why you reaching? Why you reaching, yeah?
Reach. I talk.
Man talking all that, yeah? Don't talk about that.
No.
Don't check your phone, innit? Focus, fam.
Yeah, you're not me.
Stop it, man.
It's a whiff punish.
Damn, you've been walking into that roundhouse quite a bit, bro.
Next time, throw me in it.
I'm so glad we've got the players mic'd up now because it is so much more entertaining.
Why, you should use your meter, bro. Shut up.
Hey, what's going on, Ricky?
Whoa, you didn't use super.
Don't need it, bro.
Hello.
Oh, Ricky's in chat. Shouts to Ricky.
There she is. Fresh from the wedding of the year.
It looked fun, I'm not gonna lie. It looked really fun. And Justin's wedding.
Oh, they had
messed up.
They had Marvel 3 setups at the wedding.
Oh no!
Oh, you just ate that.
I mean,
With sides.
ooh! Damn, you know what?
Oh, blood. Have a slurp of that red bullion.
No, I gave him that one.
No, do you know what it is? What you need to do on your defense, yeah? I think it's better if you you block more, and you're a little bit more
Middle?
like, predictable.
In the middle, first one.
Yeah. So when you get to the corner, when I bring you to the corner,
21.
better defense, yeah? Better defense.
Okay, I'll do it today.
okay.
I'll do it right now.
Do that right now.
Tomorrow.
So
It's not as if you have 8 billion
That's
options
better,
to
that's
think about.
better.
Shut up, fam. Shut up,
why
bro.
are you pressing that button for?
Shut up, bro.
Crush counter.
Shut up,
Counter.
bro. Shut up, bro.
Crush counter.
Yo, that was a nice dash pick.
Look at that hit confirm! Oh my god!
No. Oh, that anti-air was sick. Shame about the combo.
I mean, you could
Stop. I can't believe man's still doing it.
Why would I not?
He's an Akuma player. Do you
Nah,
think
I actually can't believe it.
do you think
Has he
Akuma
parried?
players
Has
change
he
for
parried? I punished
anybody?
you a million times, bro.
Akuma players
Sweet.
don't change for anything.
You punish me with sweet when I'm getting a crush counter.
Keep doing it.
You think I care about his sweet? You think I
Keep
care about
doing that. You keep doing that.
But the
you
thing
want
is,
to have
who's one more out of the exchange?
Keep doing that.
One more.
Because if I crush count you again,
probably going to do it to me, fair.
Ugh.
Doesn't have to be round.
that was good. That was good.
That's oh, that's unlucky.
Why are you actually holding up though?
Because I can read you. Okay.
Okay. Shut up, fam.
Telepath. It's a telepath. That command dive is teeth.
It's mad. Life is like crazy. Oh, why did you cancel that? Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
Frames have been stolen.
Okay, remember when I said in the corner you should block?
I what, first to 5, yeah?
Oh, the 5, yeah?
Was that first 2, yeah? Well, first 5 now?
Yeah, it's first to 5, isn't it?
Listen.
Was that first to 3?
No,
no, it's first to
first to
5.
5, bro.
Logan got the rules wrong.
Oh no, it's 2 in it. It's 2 in it. That's not even.
Watch this, watch this.
Watch him lose, people.
Ah. What, is it going to be 5, though?
If he gets 5, Odie's definitely getting off though.
I mean,
I've been going gym and pick him up out of his chair.
wow, the jab. Yeah, no stun yet. Oh, wow. Ooh, everyone's whipping their heavies out here. What's going on?
Windy.
No activation yet.
Why is the game audio so low?
Alright, cool.
Ah.
I'm just testing. I'm just testing. But why are you baiting me there? Why are you baiting?
Scrub.
That's so stupid. You shouldn't have baited.
Go show you.
Don't bait me. That was a dumb bait.
I mean, he won the round, right?
Look at that. I'm telling you, stop it.
I want you to keep pressing that button.
Teach me a lesson, bro.
Keep pressing it. Keep pressing it. Oh, that's a confirm, bro. That's nice.
But you saw my wrist action, so you know I wanted to do it.
So, wrist action.
Damn, he's really throwing that out malicious intent there. Look at you. Like, you really want that to hit again? You better be careful. You might get a stab medium punch to the face. Reactivate. See what he's got. The crossback back. Oh! What was that? What was that?
Serious now, you can tell because like no one's talking.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, he saved it this time. He saved it this time.
Yeah.
But you want it removed, right? Because it's a glitch, right?
It's not a glitch. It's not
No, but you said that before and you lost your meter.
I forgot what I said.
I don't forget what you said.
Okay.
Okay. Doesn't get a lot for that.
Get out of here, bro. Dumb buffer, fam.
Nearly got me. You nearly got me. Oh my god. Oh my god. He kicking me. Oh my god. He was punishing me. Oh no.
He's punishing me because you keep doing the same shit, bro.
Alright.
Stop. What's your language?
On a naughty step.
I mean, what? Hit him on the head with it. Step in a minute.
Why have you not activated?
Yeah, was it?
Why did you activate?
Was it hard to activate?
No. I just wanted to. I was
No.
playing around. I was
But
playing
listen,
around.
yeah, the
Sure.
way that, yeah, but like,
Okay,
I don't know.
stream. Listen.
No,
That seemed really hard to activate.
I don't understand why.
you
When
see
I-
the
when
way
I
that my
win,
V trigger's
they're
set
always
up.
coming
Yeah.
at me. When I lose, they
When
love
you're dead,
it.
fam.
They love to see me lose.
I don't know.
When you're dead,
No
you're
matter
dead,
who
fam.
I'm playing against.
Wait, is that
this
going to be your next track? They love to see me lose.
That's gonna be the name of that whole album.
Oh, okay. I think that'd be a good title. I think that'd be a good title. But it looked incredibly hard for him to activate when he did want to do wrist fire activate.
What's this, bro? What's this?
Look at this.
Where's the confirm, bro?
Do you know what? Yeah.
But he doesn't need it confirms. Just press his medium kick instead. Stay in a medium kick. Don't confirm ever then. It's great. Ooh.
Yes.
Why don't you do that to Tatsu? What?
Why did that not?
You know, I had a funny feeling Logan knew it wasn't going to work and that range you would do. Oh, man. Commentary mind games are something else. Oi!
Clean.
You feeling all right there, Confz?
Clean.
You having a bit of trouble getting in
You
there?
can't get in, clean.
You having a bit of
Yo, they don't want me to win.
Shut up, fam.
And when I win,
Shut up, fam.
they're not this happy when I win. I don't get it.
Because you don't win when you're supposed to, bruv. Go and win in tournaments against people that we want you to beat.
Oh, that's an idea there. Looking those crowds. Again, I'm liking the spacing, but I'm just not really making anything out of it at the moment.
This dumb character just whiffed that shit.
Like,
No recovery, man.
whoops. Oh,
Unlucky.
get punished.
I like it.
You're having a bit of trouble there again, Confz.
Don't get hit by that. Don't get hit by that.
Oh, the jump, no pick up there. He's going to cancel it. There's a grab. Here we go. Cuba time. He's done.
What are you doing,
What
man?
was that? What was that?
What was that?
Damn. Are you right there? I don't know how he wins rounds like that.
Packz wanted to activate.
Why do you not hate? You see what I mean? I win and they're like, why does he win rounds? Like,
But you
what am I
didn't-
supposed to do? Lose rounds?
You didn't finish a combo. You still won.
Because it's about placement.
Placement. Placement. I don't know about that. What the hell?
That's not random. That is planned.
that?
That was planned.
What the hell was that?
That was all planned. Why are you not hating on me?
Oh man, that was nice.
Look at that, bro. You're predictable.
That was so random, bro.
Hey, do you realize how quiet they are now when I win? When I lost, though.
What was that randomness?
When I lost,
I correctly V-skilled.
I win.
I wasn't even
Silent.
looking at the
I
screen, bro.
correctly V-skill, and your dumb guy goes under my
You didn't correctly.
under my moves.
If you,
What?
if you did it correct. I
So
would've got hit.
that was perfectly placed, right? That was planned.
I've trained that. I've done that in
You-
training.
okay.
And
No,
I know you
I'm
can't do that.
asking. I'm not saying it in a sarcastic manner. I'm asking. I've never seen it before, so I must know.
Alright, cool. Just know I'm an innovator.
All right.
I innovate.
I need to see more innovation from you, man. That's all I want. That's all I want.
That was a muff.
Punish. Oh, I missed it.
Wait.
Oh, only one hit.
Wait. Was that
It's
only the second hit? That looked weird. That actually looked weird.
Blocks in his face. No V reversal, obviously. Activation stations. Oh! The command grab, he scattered it out. He knew it was coming. He could smell it.
Yeah, he hasn't done it for like
Get away
5
from me, man.
games.
Stop kicking me.
He hasn't even really been able to activate.
And he had the health down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ayah.
Uh-oh.
Find out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Damn. He wants to... Oh, yeah, you can combo that without doing the target combo.
Yeah,
Oh, that was nice.
once. Bro!
Crush count.
Ah.
Had to respect that. That's like what,
Look how
+7.
bad you can be and still win with this character. Look at that!
Hey, he's done. Yeah, he's done. That's it. That's all right.
Tozumoki.
Is that 5? Yeah?
Tozumoki.
Coffee gets
I'm the best.
stepping up. Packz, you get decent commentary now.
No,
Who am I
I'm
playing?
staying on.
No, you're not, bruv. That's 5, bruv.
Is it 5?
That wasn't 5.
That was 5-1.
Are we doing 5 to 5? I mean, first to 5.
Is it 5? That's
Oh, that
4,
was
bro.
5. No, because remember, you changed your buttons and I beat you 1.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Get off.
I might
Surprised
jump
you
on
got 2.
if there's time after this. We'll see. Get that one set in.
Alright, so now.
Well, to be fair, look, Packz hasn't played in a while. So
I haven't played in a while. I've been rapping.
No, you were playing last night, and you were playing the night before.
Why are you so loud?
What do you mean? Why am I so loud?
Why are you so loud?
Why are you so loud?
Why
Do
are
you
you
want me
telling
to
the
go on
whole
your CFN?
Why you do this?
What do you mean why would I do this? I'm letting people know. It's my job to relay the correct information. And it was
I
that
wasn't
you
even
were
playing
playing
on that.
You were.
I was in
You were playing with
I was in
what
Battle.
were their names? That funny guy, Problem X, Hurricane.
I was in
Shaq?
What, fam?
Damn, no.
You playing with all
I
them?
was just
them
watching.
guys?
this? Oh, we got leaderboards up here.
Oh, we were going through that before you guys got here.
Punk on 4.6k.
Can't lie.
Why is it so low?
What's what?
Why is it so...
But look, family man Packz decided to join me tonight or grace us with his presence.
Hello? Hello?
Why?
Walk on, fam. Logan, what are we playing to?
5 again.
What's the point? What's the point in that?
Oh,
3?
3.
Alright, we're keeping it to 3.
We'll see what
I don't need 5, only 3 in it.
Is Menace coming
I'm
up?
coming back onto
No,
5.
I'm-
I'm coming back
I'm-
onto 5-0 comps, bruv.
You're not gonna. No one hears 5-0 in me.
I don't think anyone will 5-0 you.
You know when you
Why is that
When
up
you-
on the screen over there?
when you come back to playing Street Fighter 5 after not playing for a while, you're too impatient to actually play the game.
Yeah.
can't-
Because you know how the
I'm
game
just-
goes.
I'm just
I've said
impatient.
my age on the stream today.
But you know how the game goes now. So it's just like, I can't be bothered to wait anymore.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm
It's
bare
like, look,
impatient.
I'll do this, you hurry and activate so I can do this, and it's like, damn. That's why I got to respect the players, even when you were playing as well, like full time. It's like the patience to set things up.
Them man that can keep the patient in the wait.
And that's it. Sometimes the attack or whatever they're waiting for might never come. That's just annoying, but
That's unbeatable anti.
It's not unbeatable, man.
I mean, he only got one hit before and he flopped it.
That back heavy punch is just stupid. It beats everything in the air. And it's invincible.
It's crazy.
Don't let no one tell you.
It-
Don't let no one tell you it's not invincible.
I mean, if there is ever an Akuma player who cannot anti-air using that button, I'd be very worried.
Oh my god. Why does he get that? Too easy. Logan using VR vessels there. Oh, nice confirm, Confz. Wow.
Oh man, Logan's actually been putting in a little bit of work.
Nice
Going
confirm.
to these events and playing some games. So, alright, +2 on activation. Good break.
My boiling point.
Alright. Logan, it might be a good time to do a okay.
Wow, that was really good confirm there. He didn't just throw it out. It was really.
To be fair, if you blocked that, you could have punished it.
With what? EXDP, maybe. In V trigger.
You could have done it. You could have done
In V trigger.
Nah, you can punish up stand like it.
Yeah, because he was close enough, wasn't it?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Stand like kick Tatsu.
Is that what you're thinking about, Confz? Is that why you did it?
Why is everyone?
I'm just saying, innit? I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying like you did it. Punch me. Well, that one
I mean,
more.
you could do.
Oh. No, Logan, you have to do the 1 DP finish. The 1 DP stun.
See what you got.
Drop the combo, so it's fine.
That was frame killer, isn't it, Logan? How? How did that anti it?
I mean, to be fair, that's guaranteed to work if he's trapped in the corner.
No, but he done tactics to go around
I
that.
knew he was gonna do something stupid.
How is that stupid? That was legit, Logan.
Because you're going to do the medium punch again and then the standing medium punch. Because you don't think.
No, I baited you the first time. But cool.
How are you talking about baiting people and that's why you shouldn't do something again? Look, Confz, you know, talking about baiting people, that's why you shouldn't do it again.
Oh man,
The hell out of here.
you're the greatest.
Yo.
You are the greatest. Oh man.
Sweet. Nice defense from Logan Sama. Oh, come on, man.
Wait. Did he look the other way?
That's not my fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you have to get your Shaquille on, bro. Shaquille would have done some next cross-up tattoo DP into
And
the
he
corner
still would
combo.
have put them in the corner.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, wow. Well played. Well placed.
Yeah.
I said well played. What's his problem?
What? I said, that's all I did a sound effect.
That man here, I said well played. That was a well played. That was a well placed stand medium kick. It was very well thought out.
Getting a little bit too defensive here, Confz.
That was very well thought out stand medium kick.
To relax a bit.
You know what there, like? I was like, well played, you're getting angry at that. Hadouken.
Yeah, surely heavy DP you can catch.
Nah, bro.
I mean, he's doing that really close.
He ain't got no privilege, bro. Just Ken. Less privilege than you, man.
Oh no.
Touch my dead hood.
That's nice.
Oh, what is going
Touch
on?
my dead hood.
I mean, those are 2 free combos. You gonna give him a third one?
Confirm the Tubi, yeah? No, don't do that.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, well, the EX, man. Uh-oh.
That looked like
Guess for the
connected
game?
bare low.
Nah, it's not guess for the game.
Shut up, bro.
Nah,
You don't know your own character. That was just for the game.
That was not guess for the game.
Don't
bro.
look into the game, bro.
That was guess for the game, bro.
If I played the Cuban, that was guess for the game.
Exploded.
Yeah, because if you got hit by a button, you're done.
Guess for the game, bro.
Nah,
We're done.
the demon wouldn't have killed.
Just it would have.
Nah,
No,
the
but
demon
CA
was
will.
My demon would have killed him.
Nah, if you got like a medium or a
Why has he
counter,
got a game on me?
You're trash,
I mean,
fam. That's
you-
why.
you tell us. You tell us.
Let's go, Logan. Let's go, Ken.
Look at that, keeping you out the air.
I felt so upset. He said Logan got a game on him.
Wow, what? The fireball combo? I thought Ken didn't have those.
Oh, the crack low forward into the fireball.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really cool if he gets that next season. Like, you just do that from anywhere.
Logan, you press the button there again. Look at this.
Why? Whoa.
Why is
So
it
you
cross
messed up
cutting?
your anti-air.
Wait.
You got just hit him with that combo.
Why is it
20%
cross
for that.
cutting though? I don't understand. It shouldn't cross cut. That was clean,
That
Logan.
was nice spacing. Well done.
Did the touch it right there?
Oh, back roll,
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a monkey. That was a monkey.
You thought I was going to DP there, didn't you?
You should have done crouch mini kick, bro.
Shame.
You should have done crouch mini kick then, Logan. You're sick.
Bro, you need to do the mind game thing that people do.
Confz just smashes DP or throw.
Nah, or jab.
No, literally DP or throw.
Oh, come on. Why didn't come out and whiff?
Why didn't not
Well,
punish?
that was the worst punish ever.
That
Oh,
was the greatest punish.
Logan with the one hit confirms. Suya.
You could have. Actually, no, you couldn't.
Deep. Oh, Logan, where's the cross cut?
Is it
Bro, he has crosscuts now, you know.
Don't you tell me his cross cut now. Where are your cross cuts? She ain't got no damn cross
I
cuts.
don't need to.
They don't need to.
Well,
Yes, you do, bro.
Back fierce, yeah. Back fierce is the boy.
Nah, you need cross cuts,
I
bro.
don't need crosscuts.
His invincible comes. That was clean. Boom, boom.
Oh, come on, Logan.
Mash it through, are we? Zonku. Oh, Logan, that was a DP. No, that was DP, bro. You started crouching. Now you crouched,
Is he
bro.
gonna make it count? He did. Oh, come on,
Yeah, just make this guy chip. Yep, there you go. You lose. Wow, the delay, just in case, yeah? I see you, Logan. That was mind games.
Did that say kind of hit?
Yeah, it was mind games, didn't it?
What did you do, Confz? Be honest.
He tried to throw, but he was like plus 15 or whatever, so...
The step kick? What was like what? Plus?
No, that's like plus 7 or something,
Yeah.
so the delay somehow worked out. Because he
He's gonna chip
Oh,
it
Logan, I thought you had to punish Red Day.
So did I, but it didn't hit. Don't know why.
It's Ken, that's why.
Ah!
That's Marcus Zambo.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
what
very well played, Confz. Very well thought out, that mix.
Alright, looking good.
Oh, showed you.
Throw
Wake up
it.
the XDP. Okay, let's go.
Oh,
No!
no.
Oh!
Why is the cross cut messing up? That's why I don't cross cut, bro.
You can't cross
He still
cut,
hasn't got
that's
it
why.
yet. He still hasn't got it yet. He's got it now.
Logan, nah. You should have stayed far. You should have stayed a little bit far away, Logan, because you know he's a scrub and he's gonna do fireball activate, and that's super free. That's a free super.
It's Akuma hate right now.
No, you're Akuma. I'm talking about your
I don't think
Akuma.
it's a Akuma. I think it's you.
I'm just saying, Logan, you should have stayed far away because he's a scrub and he would have panicked.
Why is no one giving
He would have panicked
Why are they
and
not
done a fireball
no,
super.
that was a good
Fireball
call.
activate, and then
No,
you
no.
could have done a free super.
That was a good call on the fireball because he was right in the face.
No, it wasn't. He's a scrub. He was doing it regardless.
Well, yeah, of course.
Why you even acting like you didn't when you played, bro?
Oh my god. I can't.
Look at this!
Wait.
Look at that.
You not even close.
That was legit. Logan, where's the DP?
Alright, plus frames right now.
Oh, don't walk in. Why is it still
punch
-7?
That wasn't a back medium punch.
It was. That's what it looked like to me, Logan.
I mean, look, Confz, not everyone has the privilege of just slightly messing up their ante, and it turns out to be a back fierce.
He literally just holds cross cut, holds cross up block, and then just presses Harry punch just in case. Oh, you jump, you didn't press the button? Okay. Oh, you pressed the button? It doesn't matter anyway.
Looks out for me.
Oh, I walked under, I blocked it. Logan!
Dare I ask, Logan?
Logan Summer.
Yeah, Logan's leveled up.
Yeah, but
he's
them
been getting
anti-airs are legit. Them anti-airs are legit.
How are you with punishing my crouch short?
What? It's a crowd meter kick. I said I thought it was a crowd meter kick.
All right, come on. Let me jump on and get a game.
Jump on, get a game.
Is that Jammerz or
There were no
is it Jammerz
GGs.
or is it
You said GGs, but it wasn't GGs, bro.
Jammerz? Who's he gonna pick though? I
Hammers.
don't like Crazy.
I
just don't like.
I got to come back on and play like how I used to play. Like, you know, with actual patience.
Oh no, you used to play Karen. That's why.
No, I'm going to play Comp. I'm going to play Cody.
One Cody.
I'm going to play...
Cody's
I'm going to play Cody, and I'm actually going to just play like lane,
Solid.
like the actual game.
Is it?
Said GGs, but there were no GGs to be
Oh,
had.
it's a lot. What happened here?
What'd you do, bro?
I don't know.
Your Cody's strange.
Who's?
His Cody's.
What, like, what is it? It's gone past 11.
I'm surprised you did that.
Maybe half 11?
5 past 11, bro.
These man got here late in it, so that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, we didn't get
Viewers on that. Viewers on that.
First to 19.
Maybe like half 11?
It's 5 past 11.
Viewers on
Yo,
that.
I'm glad people on the stream can see that I'm being bullied.
You're what?
I'm being bullied.
By who?
Bullying a silver player.
Who?
You are right,
Who
Mike
you get
Bison.
bullied by?
You?
Me?
Yes. Being bullied by.
I don't bully.
You know what? Let's go to the English man.
English manner.
What, Jammerz playing? What, Jammerz playing?
Poisson.
Yeah?
Bit of fish, mate. Bit of poisson.
I don't know. I
I
don't know
mean,
what
look,
the hell
you're a
Poison
better
does.
player than me. You got Kuma.
I don't know what the hell
We're
Poison
fine. You got Kuma.
I don't understand it.
I'm still learning the character.
Just take the trade every time.
I'm still
Slap
learning the
those
character.
whips out, mate. It's gonna be good.
What is your Poison item still?
No.
I don't
Nowhere
Justin Wong!
It is
just-
nowhere
it's
near
Justin wants
either
Poison.
one.
That's
Just-
disgusting.
Fundamentally, maybe.
Fundamentally, yeah.
What? Fundamentally, definitely. We talking about it's Justin Wong.
Fundamental. Yeah, there you go.
Why are you still throwing the fireball? I don't understand.
Because it's a mind game.
It's not a mind game.
bro.
What?
You'll just get,
You were getting whipped up.
you just get banged up in the neutral. Look, stop it!
Look at the damage.
Look
That
at
is
the
not a good
trade.
trade. That's a terrible trade, man.
Who's winning?
Poison. Right there. What?
Sorry,
What?
Medium kick. Oh, I
Literally
can't
medium
wait.
kick the air.
I can't wait until medium kick just gets absolutely obliterated from the game.
It's unfortunate that Poison has a... Wait, you tried to do what, Jammerz?
Flip. I thought he was going to do air fireball.
The hardest of reads.
Relax, don't worry.
Is it invincible from 1?
No.
That's why.
That's why what?
That's why what? You did jump
That's
in.
why you did fireball twice at the start of the last round, yeah? But look at the damage! Boom! Oh, that crouch really got punch, got no range. 5 active frames, but no range. Or is it 6 active frames?
5.
Yeah, but no range, no?
Start off 5, active 5.
Yeah.
Sick. This character got some cheap
Everything
tools, you
5.
know?
What is it on block? Is it like +3?
Yeah, no, plus 2. This character has some
still
cheap,
pressing
cheap
again,
tools.
What?
You gotta be more, you gotta be Adonna.
Palm her down.
You gotta be more Adonna.
Dry
Yeah,
African palm.
Adonna, kebab, please. With chips.
I don't know, man. Maybe this is just a really bad matchup.
Who?
Poison.
I'm on my backside, yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
When you down? I can't see Akuma losing this. I can't see Akuma losing a lot of matches. Oh, on your knees, that did a decent amount of damage.
I just don't know what she does when Akuma gets in. I can see the neutrals, obviously for Poison, but
She does what everyone else does. I don't know if the neutral is for Poison.
I think it is.
Can she go through the air fireball with the air whip?
It'll trade.
What about the EX one?
It'll trade.
Okay. Not all that bad.
So just the flip will go through.
The flip doesn't go through.
Yeah, the F5 will flip will go through the F5.
Is it EX?
The EX flips.
Projectile invincible from
Yeah.
what?
The flip kick is
From frame
projectile
one?
invisible. No, 3.
Oh, so you kind of have to make
That's
a read.
enough though. 3's enough.
Yeah, you kind of have to make a read though.
The problem with the F5 is your invincibility runs out, not that it's not quick enough
Oh, okay.
for most people. Oh,
Look at that range on that
what
jab.
is that nonsense?
That was really good, Confz. Really good with punish. Well, if you were sick, you would have done light DP, but you did do it, so you're not sick. This character's so like degenerate that he's making the game lag. The game lagging.
Is the game lagging for you lot, or is it just extremely lagging for
That
us?
was a nice jump back jab. I like it a lot.
Thank you. The first compliment all day.
Shout out, man.
First ever compliment.
That was a clean jump back jab.
Get off your phone, man.
Why? This is what you do all the time.
Yeah,
Yes,
nah,
but-
Logan's the worst with it.
I am
Logan will run into
rubbish.
Logan will run into the round 1 fight, and then he puts it down after you've jabbed him, and now you're winning.
Hit me back.
Oh, look at the damage on
Ah,
that.
no. Oh, no.
That should have been that little forward heavy kick thing.
I messed it.
Oh,
That has
lag.
0 range. My God.
My God.
Justin Wong was literally winning bare matchups with crouch fist.
He was just pressing, yeah, that as well.
That's literally Justin Wong's special. I'm actually going to beat you with one button.
Nice.
Hulkster. Mr. Hulkster, what's up, man?
Man like RW Hulkster.
Bro, that does damage, man. On counter hit, that does a chunk.
Yeah,
He does
Yeah,
like
that doesn't-
140.
That is a massive
That's
that's a
ridiculous.
DP.
That's ridiculous
That's
damage.
a DP, bro.
Back down.
What's her crouching heavy punch on block?
-11.
Yeah,
Yeah, minus 11 from full screen.
so you can't.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, look at the damage. What the hell, man?
No way.
She got some. That's
Definitely can't do 2 crouching medium punches.
That's some Street Fighter 4 cabby
Let's
close medium punch stuff.
get the corner back again for 3. Hey!
Kagiri, you're still a mod on my stream if it exists. Oh, what you trying to do?
Again, dive kick into the
That
jab.
dive kick is cheap, man.
Plus a million. Yeah.
Tried to anti her.
You thought the throw was going to stun, didn't you? He miscalculated. It didn't matter anyway because you got Oki off of it. And yeah.
Once Poison is cornered, she's done. She hasn't got a great way to get out.
She's, I'm surprised she hasn't got a DP. She's got, like, her tools are weird.
I don't know why they just didn't give her like, a DP.
She should just
or
be a
fireball.
zoner. She should just be a zoner. I don't know about all this +2 on block and hit.
I mean,
lovely
nah,
tender stuff.
they definitely need that.
No!
That was sick. Because you need a.
She don't need rush down and all that. She
No, but
doesn't
you
even
need
have
plus.
a command grab.
You need plus options though.
She's got the crouching medium punch.
No, that's not good enough.
It is.
Everyone needs that EX plus option. Shoot every character has one.
Half screen, yeah. Her V reversal is rubbish as well, bro.
Yeah, I know, it's slow as hell, right?
No, but it sucks you in as well.
Oh, when you block it?
Yeah, so it's like the range is whack. She has to hold the mix. Mix. Oh, that was nice.
Oh,
That was good, that was pretty good.
That was nice.
Am I back on?
yeah, come in.
Yeah,
Okay.
your bacon, innit?
Who wants to jump on?
I've got Matthias.
Matt!
Matt, you're not allowed.
Bruv, you're not allowed to play Matt.
Matt, get off, come on now.
Is
You're
it Menace
banned.
or Am I playing
Matt.
Menace or Matt?
Come on now, Matt, get off. Get off.
Oh, what?
Come on, Matt.
Oh,
Come on, Matt, get off.
this is my bonus stage. This is my
Oh,
car
is it?
stage where I fight the car.
You got to bang up the
The
car.
car, you know.
He's going to get the clean sweep of the house. Every player in the building.
Apart from
He's got Menace after
I
me.
want Menace.
Yeah, Menace after me.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I want
Menace.
Menace.
Menace
Do you like
never
this? I don't
doesn't
like
You've
run
definitely
out.
got Menace
Cammy.
next.
Menace don't run out of patience.
What the hell?
What's happened?
Have I not?
Oh, did you plug it? Oh, you.
Oh, right.
Just me or stream lagging? I think it's because Akuma's on screen.
Am I silly?
I think it was just the screen a little bit. The capture card.
Akuma on screen,
Ranger
lagging the
pulled it
screen, lagging the game.
It's Confz. Confz.
Nah, it was
Oh, my bad.
that was him, Ultra One.
When are we doing
and
this nonsense
No,
anyway?
we're not going to bother. We'll do it next week.
We'll do it next week.
There's not enough time for people to enter now.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, so I'll just
Yeah.
enter off my burner account and then I'll win it. It's fine.
That was him, Ultra One and DiCaprio Ultra One on screen at the same time.
Yeah.
On
Both
some,
like clashing as well.
on some laggy stage. Then that sound glitch, PS4.
Oh yeah. That was 360.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
No, it was the sound glitch was 360.
That was after an update, though, right?
Problem exit stage.
No, it was the season.
Oh, Ultra.
Whatever the yeah.
I'm calling out.
Ultra came with a
problems.
bunch
What's
of
this?
glitches.
What the hell is this?
Guts man.
Ultra.
Man's got the
Don't
maddest
you
old
remember because it
underbite.
was at
Costume.
it was at
Gives me
Meltdown
anxiety.
where it kept happening.
It took bloody
Yeah.
ages for me to get the server team to actually unlock this on my account.
Guts man has
Finally got
that
it.
mad underbite right
Do you know
now.
what's the mad thing? You can actually see it. It's actually
Yeah, it's just
cosplay.
him
Like
of
you can
a
see him
cosplay.
inside.
Yeah.
Like if you
He's
look
wearing a
in the
helmet.
mouth,
Funny.
Yeah,
you can see Balrog
Balrog
actually in
just
there.
in there
It's a
being-
yeah.
costume.
That underbite, fam. He's braces.
Do you know how funny this is?
Why is he wearing spandex as well? Wow. That's monkeys up. Oh, yeah. Read it. It's not Street Fighter 4, man. You can't just throw sweeps out.
Spaced out sweep from Boxer.
Oh, that's not punishable, is it? -2. Why do they do that?
Took a lot of stuff away.
That crowd.
Scoop him!
What? Get this character out of here, man.
Shut up, Confz.
Get this character out of here, man. What was that? You just threw out the crowd frizz.
Our reaction.
And Barrow was on the floor, man.
So I mean, hate. All this hate.
Straight. He sucks. Get down. Ooh, nice, confirmed. Plus.
What you think he's
Two, what's his name?
tall assistant?
Two assistant. Plus 3. Plus 2. That was a very good frame trap there. Very well thought out. Yep, very good. Yep. That throw was so smart.
Mate, we're allowed to V reversal, you know. But yeah, you
Nah,
can do
don't
that.
you-
Sure,
you're not allowed to be reversed for that one.
Hey,
Whoa, the right
got
set.
the reset.
Man said, what you saying, bro? Yeah, fine work.
That's long.
Matt, what are you doing?
Oh,
That was sick. Matt, I rated.
How did I
Spacing.
miss it?
The frame kill.
That's so silly.
That was a sick frame kill, man.
screen.
Yeah, go across screen, frame kill, into throw, sick. Scurry, punish. You can't even do the delayed walk forward touch.
What does Gutsman actually do in Mega Man? Like, what's his thing?
I don't know, he'd be a boss.
Yeah, obviously. But what does he do?
I don't know, I'm not a Mega Man fan.
Matt, what does he do?
Where's
I'm
Tyrant
not
when you
sure. I
need
don't
him?
play Mega Man.
So why are you so obsessed with using this character?
Where's Tyrant when you need him? Tyrant, tell us what he does.
Tyrant, make a video.
Tyrant, make a quick video, man. Come on.
Upload it now.
Break down the frame, the bloody Mega Man bosses. Come on.
Gutsman just punches stuff. Why is he called Gutsman then?
Oh, man's got guts, bro. You seen the underbite? He's got guts showing the underbite, bro. His lip is hanging though.
He picks up stuff and throws it. throws rocks. Why is he called Guts Man?
He picks up stuff and throws it.
He's very strong and has guts.
I'm fed up with you guys. Alright, Matt, you should have done that real but now you don't. Okay, you didn't even need to do it, but
You don't learn today?
Matt has guts. Guts man.
So why isn't he just called Strength Man?
There probably is a strength man considering how many robot masters there are.
Why isn't he called Dash Things Man?
Not everyone's
probably
dash
translated
things.
from
Not
the
everyone's
Japanese.
boring like Superman. I'm Superman. I'm super everything.
You should have been called
Superman, not boring.
Underbite Man.
Superman tried to be called Jump Man.
He should be called Jaw Man.
Bro, you should be called Underbite Man, fam.
Floor Man.
Guts man.
Guts Man is able to lift objects up to 80 times over his head and hold his phone.
Yeah, man came with a
doesn't make
Wikipedia.
any sense as to why he's called Guts Man.
Man came with a Wikipedia thing and says, yeah, even put the quotes. Harvard referencing. I see you, bro.
Superman's whack.
Superman is so boring. Superman can do absolutely everything ever.
Oh, he found this guy though that's stronger than him. He's going to lose. But don't worry though, because he's going to come back and be stronger.
He's gonna go to the sun and somehow win. Yeah, that's boring. That's
He's going to go
Superman.
and see the Supreme Kai and learn a new technique and be stronger.
Batman is cooler. Batman is cooler.
Batman's a waste man as well.
Yeah, Batman's mad. Everyone's like, yeah, but if he gets preparation time, alright, cool, but if I just punch you right now,
How about preparation time for Joker killing 1,000?
how about you prepare for when I punch you in the mouth right now? You get prepared for that. Yeah, what you can do about that? Batman's whack, fam. I get a couple dons, go to his yard, rush him. What's Batman gonna do? Some superhero.
Nice.
Superman be sneezing galaxies away in it. Superman can just punch any problem. Oh man, Guts man, come on. Matt, you are so lame.
At least with Goku, he's just on fighting everybody.
Goku?
Yeah.
Goku's stupid.
Goku's stupid, but at least he's on like fighting.
Yeah,
He's on swinging.
at the expense of the whole universe.
Exactly. Like he's just as stupid as Superman in
He'll
terms
be-
of his design.
The villain is literally like the worst ever. I'm like the Hitler guy or whatever. He's like, no, it's no fun fighting you if you're too weak. Let me give you 5 centimeters so you can level up. Let me fight seriously. Even though you want to kill everyone, kill the whole family. Go on out there getting weighed in by Cell, bro.
Smeared
Cell
Gohan all
was
over the
giving
floor.
Gohan the blows.
Son.
Cell was giving Gohan the blows. Man was like 12 years old. You just got some big alien just punching your 12-year-old. And he's like sitting there crossing his arms smiling. Goku! He's not there thinking. He's wondering why. His dad is watching him.
Oh my god.
Oh. Bare jaw sides.
Oh god, ow.
You actually can't jump on that. Oh, you can't press buttons there, mate. Dub watches. Yeah, if it's Dragon Ball Z, I'm not gonna lie, I did watch a dub because I don't want to hear Goku screaming like a little girl in Japanese.
Your grandma.
Literally screaming. Son-kun!
Most powerful fire in the world.
Dude, literally screaming. Voice just hasn't broken. Like, what's going on?
He's got a gas voice.
And Vegeta sounds hard. He's a bad boy in dubbed version. Kakarot. Lead principal Saiyans. Lousy. Low life.
I prefer the Japanese freezer though.
But Japanese food is good.
That's me.
Vegeta-san.
Oh, he's got an ultra summer laugh.
Well, too bad. Too bad. I'm alive.
Very nice.
So is gassed as well. You thought you'd never see me again, didn't
English
you?
cell is the best.
Well, too bad.
I know saying
I'm
English.
alive.
I know saying English cell is best is like sacrilege because Wakamoto.
Nah, get out of here, man.
English Cell
English Cell
nang.
is a bad boy. He's a butler from England. Well, too bad. I'm alive. Sound like Jeffrey from my other wife kids. Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Break out, Lucille.
Well, too bad. I'm alive. That was very well thought. That was a good placement of that button.
So these
Is it overhead?
Ghetto.
Yo, crap, fam.
What kind of fuzzy was that, bro?
You didn't even like make him block nothing.
Oh my days, what's going on with me, man?
You're just doing stuff and winning. That's what's going on. That's what you do.
That's what it looks like, but it's well planned.
You thought you'd never see me again, didn't you? Breakout Lucille. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real, if you're sick, you're the DP.
Yeah, I'm not sick.
Clearly, you know. Beat it.
You have to be playing a while to like do that stuff. If you remember.
Who, Confz?
Whoa. No, just in general.
Confz is just right.
Like DP and neutral jumps and stuff. That's like.
I taught Confz that time ago.
It's not a taught thing. It's a. Oh yeah. It's just neutral jump. You saw it in time.
I'm trying on Big Bird fan. Trying neutral jump to beat the throw. I got DP.
Yeah.
Nice.
Done.
Menace, you're up.
Alright, Menace.
Do back.
Gabriel.
Let's go, Tekken, man.
That song is my tune. Rest in peace, my uncle.
I'm the
favorite
best.
tune.
What's the stream saying, guys?
Was
Bruv, don't worry about what the stream's saying, innit?
angel
They're not rating you one bit.
He
Kakarot.
had good
Alright.
news, good
Here
news,
comes
good news. Gabriel
Silly
play.
Cammy. Now, I'll let everybody know now. My personal
Gabriel.
worst matchup is actually Cammy. I genuinely
Bruv, why are you talking? No one's listening.
can't.
No one can hear you, no?
I want no him.
No.
Oh, no.
You've been muted.
Oh, damn.
Leave man on mute.
Pouring my heart out and that. Share my feelings. What you say? Oh, they can.
Who else is Oh, you know what? You know who's got childish superheroes?
Who?
Marvel. Marvel's the most childish.
Marvel is ridiculous.
Marvel's so childish.
Not as bad as DC, though.
Nah,
No, Marvel is way more childish than
How's-
DC.
Okay, explain it to me. I need to hear it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to dismiss it out of hand because I'm not ignorant.
No,
So-
I'm talking about the level of powers. It's literally like my little nephew saying 6-year-old, and we're trying to go back and forth on what powers we have.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I've got the power to do anything in the world. And that's basically like half of the god or mega god level Marvel characters. I've got the power to do everything in the world. Richard Franklin or whatever that kid's name
Franklin
is.
Richards.
Franklin Richards, and then you got Galactus. They can both do everything in the world. So who wins that fight?
Galactus makes sense because he's Galactus.
And then you got some
Franklin
kid.
Richards was a kid in the universe in his back.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, come on!
And then you got people like the
Obviously.
Watchers and all that
Like
foolishness.
what? Oh, I can just do anything in the world. And
I can literally do anything I imagine, and you lose. But
Yeah.
Galactus can
Who
also
was
do
the
anything he
kid in
imagines.
X-Men, the movie, that was in that white padded room and in a bald head, and like he could imagine like anything.
That's probably Legion.
Legion.
I don't
X-Men
ever want to
the
hear.
movie.
I don't ever want to hear or see a debate about Dragon Ball Z versus Marvel. Dragon Ball Z is going to lose free.
No, but Goku
But
will go and train.
You know what? You know who else is Dragon Ball Z is going to lose to? One Punch Man. Saitama will punch up everyone in Dragon Ball Z same time. One punch. Saitama will weigh in everyone in Dragon
What
Ball
is
Z.
one below all Hulk? What's that? I don't know
One
what that
below
is.
all Hulk.
I don't know
What?
what that is.
One above all.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. One Punch Man. The only One Punch Man is not
Oh,
beating
there's
Marvel.
so you know Venom and Carnage, yeah?
Yeah.
So they've got the symbiotes, yeah?
Yeah.
The symbiotes are like a tiny little shard of the armor of a god.
What?
He's like
in
the
Marvel?
god of the yeah, no. He's like the god of. But he made that suit of armor.
Marvel, yeah. Marvel.
So that
gets-
whole race of symbiotes is just his armor.
Marvel gets ridiculous. I thought it was going to cross out, did you?
Man said BBZ greater than Saitama. How is it greater than Saitama? Saitama can't lose to anybody.
Saitama will punch you at one time and that's it, you lose, right?
Oh no.
What you mean Zeno Sama, he can snap his fingers and make anything happen.
Just gonna press the button.
Well, he's literally a baby.
Saitama will one bang him as well. But
Yeah, what, 3? Come on.
what? One bang!
Dragon Ball Super don't count, don't even mention that rubbish series.
What about Dragon Ball Heroes? I never watched that.
What the hell is Dragon Ball Heroes?
It's
I thought it was Sonic Heroes. I
It's
didn't
even
know.
worse.
What's Dragon Ball Heroes?
Even more stupid.
Anime beats all cartoons. Nah, sorry, not
No, it's the
not
new
Marvel.
canon in Immortal Hulk where Hulk's body is taken over by Satan.
What? Satan's
What type of...
Satan's in Marvel. What's the point? Say it loses.
I've been buying Immortal Hulk as well. The last thing I saw was a Don in a big powered up suit. I'm out of date. I'm behind.
He's alive. He's alive. Multuba! What? Get out of here, man.
Man said Saitama would beat Confz today. Confz would probably catch him with standing medium kick red fireballs.
Yeah, sorry. You're not beat. Saitama can't beat Akuma. That's that medium kick is cheap.
Saitama would wind up that big right hand and he'd get crush counter crouch fierce.
He'll run into it. Super normal crush counter. You lose the game, bro. And what's Saitama going to do to a one-frame grab? Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Do you know what one-frame grabbing is in real life?
No.
You can't do anything. If I grab you in one frame in real life, you can't do anything.
No.
You have to hold that.
You're already grabbed.
If you haven't already jumped.
You're already grabbed.
If you haven't already jumped in real life, when I try to grab you, that's it. You lose. 400 health, at least.
Saitama can't be king at otaku fighters. It's true. You can't. We don't play Brisker games though.
Saitama definitely beats Dragon Ball Z and loses 3 to Marvel.
Do you reckon?
What's he gonna do?
Just imagine it.
I don't care if you've got one punch. I'll put you in your own world, mate. How about that? How about that, governor? Oh, sorry. That was clean. I can't believe you did.
That one punch man fighting game is trash, but I love the mechanics too fun.
What?
The timer just goes down, and then when it runs out, Saitama just comes and punches you up. That's it, and you lose.
What, regardless?
Yeah.
Can one punch man punch the universe away? Free, if you want to.
Saitama would get cornered by Rashid.
Nah, mate. Rashid would probably beat Shadow, I think.
Do you reckon?
Too many plus frames.
5-5, I think.
Too many plus frames. Is it?
5-5,
yeah, because if he hits him once, it's like Abigail. Yeah, Rashid.
Dr. Manhattan's sick. I like that.
Rashid will burn him out there for free.
Dr. Manhattan's an interesting character because he kind of addresses what would happen if you had that much power. You just wouldn't relate to anybody anymore. Like, how are you going to have normal conversations with people when you can just do anything you want? That's why Superman's dumb. He's just walking around doing a normal job.
Superman
He's wasting half his day doing a normal job, working in the newspaper and that.
What the hell was that?
That's into it.
Like, it makes no sense.
Superman.
If you're the most powerful being in the universe, pretty much, which is what Superman is, why are you wasting your time doing a normal job?
Man's got to pay rent, fam. What are you talking about?
You don't have to pay rent.
Yes, he does, because he's got a house.
For what? Why does he need a house?
Big man thing, he's got to pay rent. What do you mean?
Why
He's
does he
got to
need
live
a yard?
somewhere. What do you mean, why does he need a yard?
He doesn't even need to breathe air, let alone have a
so
yard.
man can't have a home-cooked meal because he's the strongest man in the world.
He doesn't need food, bro.
Man just want to eat.
He doesn't need to eat, bro.
Man just want to eat and chill with his girl, and you're saying, why does he want to eat? But man just don't want, because he's the most super. See, this is what discrimination is, yeah? Just because I'm the most powerful guy doesn't mean I don't have feelings, yeah? I want to pay my rent and live a normal life, all right? Now leave me at my job.
That's
you know
why-
that hedge guy? That hedge guy at the call center?
Yeah.
He's man hedge for no reason and he's picking up calls. Hello, this is BT Service, how can I help you? Man bare hedge for no reason.
Just eating his fifth meal of the day out of his meal prep.
Man's bare hedge. And then he just works for some
He's
cool...
going for his fifth pot
Any
of
debt insurance.
dry chicken, rice and broccoli just in the pot, just eating it.
Some debt insurance hench don, bro. Biggest guy ever. That's Superman. And I don't know how nobody knows this. Everyone in that universe is dumb because he literally had no mask on.
Hey, well, look, watch.
Oh, Logan! Is that you? Took your glasses off. Oh, there you are.
Different person, mate.
Couldn't see you.
Different person.
Couldn't see you. That's definitely white privilege.
Do you know what I mean?
Superman not being seen because he takes his glasses off.
on.
That's white privilege.
Dumbest.
I don't care.
Like he's not absolutely wham in his suit for no reason.
Comes like urine, yeah?
Yeah.
Urine suit is the tightest suit I've ever seen in my life.
He definitely can't do that jacket up.
Wait, he can't even do the top part of his shirt
jacket
up.
up.
Urine has the tightest suit on the planet.
His tailor's dead.
His tailor's a bad boy.
Because no,
Man tailored the shoulders so that he could flex them. No.
but his tailor made a jacket that they can't do up.
Yeah, but he's doing ages and the suit don't rip. That's a bad boy suit.
He's got that suit made out of fantastic form material.
Sit still, bro. What these demons? Just hold all these plus things.
Problem X is definitely not here because if Problem X was here, he would be on screen.
Yeah, he's playing me right now. Losing.
Smallville was a top tier show. Smallville.
Definitely will.
Urian's suit don't rip when he V-skills. You know why Urian gets a power up when he V-skills? It's a subliminal message. Come on now. Urian definitely wins.
Dr. Manhattan walks around with his tings out.
Urian wins the 100 meters sprint when he V-skills. When he V-skills, he wins 100 meter sprint free. No one could beat him in 100 meter sprint when he V-skills.
Oh no!
Hey!
Dash! Why did the dash come out?
When I get dash down.
Oh, this is just...
You did wake up back face. You are scrub,
sick,
man.
No, I messed up, man. I was trying to, I was mashing to stand up. Oh, come on, man. He didn't even deserve that.
But why did you try and press a button when he
Why
had
did you
V-trigger?
do wake up back face?
No, I was...
He had
you know when
V-trigger
you when you
active
mash,
and was
like,
in
to
neutral and he
stand
tried
up.
to press a button. Why did you do that?
Why are you trying to play the game? You know the man
He jumped in the air and you pressed the button, bro. Why would you do that?
You know the man that want to play the game when Cammy's got V-trigger? What are you trying to play the game for, bro? Why are you trying to do a jab that has one frame of recovery? Can't do that. That man there trying to play the game in that. Foolish. Don't be so foolish.
Some Quasio.
Them man there.
Quasio.
When Cammy activates and she has V-trigger, activated, don't do anything.
No.
If you do a stand jab
she
full
leaves
screen,
the floor, just say, yes, please, thank you, I will take these plus frames.
Yeah.
Throw me if you like.
Yeah,
If you want to throw me, that's fine.
if she does a stand jab, if you do a stand jab and then she sees it and does jump dive kick, you get whip punished. Free. Bless you. Bless you.
I've
I've
been watching Watchmen on Sky. That's pretty interesting. It's a good series.
I don't watch anything. Ooh, that was dirty.
That's what I've been watching. I watched The Mandalorian episode 1 today. That was trash. You know what I mean? Illegal torrents from that. Had to.
Why can you side switch?
Disney don't want my money. Doesn't even need to activate the side switch. He's an idiot. He can side switch off counter hit jab. He can side switch when he's in V-trigger all the time. He can side switch off wake up EXDP V-trigger.
Yeah, he needs it.
He needs all of that.
He needs to be able to side switch. Kind of like Zeku.
Zeku. Zeku can side switch off just a normal jab and that's it.
Zeku side switches for fun. That's it.
And Rashid as well.
Rashid, he just actually switches positions. He doesn't even side switch. He says, nah, you're in the corner, bro.
What that? New Watchmen series is interesting. Mandalorian is not out in EU. I'll download it illegally because Disney don't want my money.
Come on, boys.
I will pay when it comes
Kill
out.
Cammy challenge.
What did I think of The Boys? It was interesting. It's not as good as the comic series though. They had a mad change to the storyline. Big, massive, important change. Where's the expired arrow, bro?
To the F5.
No, the grounded one.
Yeah, you crazy.
The grounded
Why
one.
is it one frame invincible as well? Like, do it as late as you want.
The Boys is okay though. Do you know what? I couldn't get past Carl Urban's terrible accent that was meant to be English but was clearly just Australian still. Can someone time out Steel Pubes because he keeps trying to get round the censor by spacing words out. So time him out for 10 minutes, please. Mandalorian was wicked.
Take this.
So far.
The trade was
Smart.
very good.
Time out, innit?
That's what you get.
/ timeout at Steel Pubes.
It's 2-1. It's 2-2, not 2. Oh.
2 2s now. Are you going to lose to the streamer, Confz?
That's what you get.
Are you going to lose to the streamer?
You didn't cross cut.
You messed up 4 times and
you do
lost 4
backhand
rounds.
punch and you lose. That's what happens.
I'll go in the stream chat and do it. What?
Ban Cammy for being so boring to watch.
What?
Oh, it's the headphones now. Confz said we need to get out of here.
Head crunch, yeah.
The headphones and that. Headphones and that. We're talking in it and putting man off and that. You playing top tier, bro. Can't get put off. Confz messes up nearly as much as I did in season 1.
Oh damn!
And that's bad.
As much as the power did at Stunfield.
I literally could have been in Capcom twice, twice over if I didn't ever mess up. Bro.
Do the CA, man! Oh.
What are you doing, man?
New Rick and Morty season started, bro. Episode 1 came out. I need to download that as well.
Round 2. Illegally.
Torrent hunting.
There you
Look
go.
how late that was.
Yeah?
Cheap
Come
character.
on. Don't throw fireballs when she's got bars, especially from half screen. Some foolishness.
Yo, man, stop doing that, fam.
Get back in the corner. Oh, where's the DP?
Oh, where's the DP there as well? Cannon spike.
Cannon strike.
Cannon spike.
What?
Nah, come on, man. You
Bruh.
Kammies are so lazy.
Oh, you deserve to die from that. Yes, it deserved to die.
Cammy had
And I
a
hope it burns in
full-on
hell.
DP that beats everything. Why are you doing back knee and punch? Lazy asses, fam. Wish I had a DP.
No, none of these man are using their DP.
Last
Neither
anti-air
of them.
DP competition was in season 3. I want to hear Hurricane say nothing about anti-air DP. You don't ever do
that.
anti-air
And again.
DP, fam.
Oh,
Ding, 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 ding.
Bad DeLorean is definitely worth watching. If you
That
like
is a
Star
decent
Wars.
chunk as well, you know.
Yeah, it's well worth it. And she gets
For
low.
being like one frame projectile.
Just no fireballs allowed. I suppose the trade-off is it's hard for her to build media, but not really that hard.
Is that really the case?
Oh, sick. And I messed up his cannon strike. Oh, is she gonna die?
Sure. You're alive. You're alive.
Oh my god, Pixel. Oh, Confz, you're rubbish. You got the counter hit, bro. Oh,
What?
you're definitely both rubbish.
Why would you do the DP
You're
anyway?
both coming off. You're both coming off after this set because you're both rubbish.
Now let me play whoever wins.
I just want to punch up.
Alright, I'm gonna punch up Menace. Menace, you're getting punched up.
All right. All right, Confz, you got coming in now, Confz. Confz. This is the last set because I got to go home. It's late, bro. Thankfully, I've woken up though. I didn't want to wake up because I need to go to sleep. Come on. Walk behind the camera and don't knock the camera over. Behind the camera, don't knock the camera over. Yeah? All good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now joined by
You better throw me,
Confz
Menace. You better throw me, mate.
at Confz on
Good evening.
Instagram. Make sure you follow him.
Good evening all.
Get yourself a ticket to his headline show
Better throw
in
me.
December.
Whoa, whoa,
First of
whoa,
December.
whoa, whoa.
Hackney, Oslo.
I heard he's got no act. It's going to
it's
be him
got-
performing
it's
for
got me.
3 hours.
3 hours straight marathon.
That's right.
Menace
Marathon show.
dashed. Menace dashed
can't
into
believe
Confz's
I
face
lost
when he
that.
had no health. That is the epitome of Street Fighter 5.
What?
Good evening, SF5 fan.
Yeah, man's wearing a bust down.
Wait, this is actually, is it bad for Cammy? People say
It's
hearsay?
awkward. He gives away a lot of health.
You thought you'd never see me again? Well, too bad.
Too
I'm alive.
He gives away a lot of health for using
Well,
the V
too
skill,
bad.
but the V skill's sick. So
You really think this V-skill's sick?
V-kill, yeah?
Shut
yeah,
up.
The V-kill, bro.
the V kills.
The V-kill's hard, you know?
Ah,
Hey,
you're
the
both
V-kill's pretty
annoying.
good.
Are you driving a new vehicle yet?
New V-kill, yeah?
The V-kill.
Nah, why does it do great damage?
I don't know.
It's unnecessary. Look at this. No,
It's not
unnecessary
unnecessary
button.
because if it didn't do great damage, it'd be OP.
No, it wouldn't be OP.
Of course, it was invincible frame 1 and fully invincible from frame 3. Yes,
So, that's not OP.
that would be OP. What is a
That's
V
like
skill?
DPs.
No, bro. Why would you have that?
Alright, cool. Give him great.
Why would you have light DP?
It's crush counter. It's
Why would you
crush
have light
counterable.
DP and medium DP in one thing?
Because that's what we've
There's
had.
just 2 buttons
We've
with no input. Just press it.
We've had that in Street Fighter for all our lives.
Yeah, but we don't have it now, innit? There you go.
Look at this.
See?
Look at this.
Sick.
Oh, I guess no Oki so fair.
It is, yeah. It's quite well balanced, to be fair.
what I think needs to be balanced is his damage. Why does Cody do a
more.
million? Nah. Actually, no. You know what?
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Keep that. Keep that damage. That's okay.
Everything about it is fine.
But let's talk about his overhead stun in V trigger with the pole.
That's fine.
Do you know how much it does?
What, 200? What is it?
It was like 180.
That's fine.
No, that's not fine, bro.
That's blessed.
An overhead doing 180 stun.
How
Is it
slow
160?
How slow is it?
It's an overhead, bro. Same
exactly.
as, isn't it the same as all other overheads? It's not-
8,000 frames blocked.
Nah, no one's blocking that.
Block
When he
Gooder.
does that, throw the rock off.
Just block gooder, isn't it? Hey!
Look at that. People get clipped. Uh-oh. All right, what's going on? What's she gonna do? Oh, come on, bro.
Oh!
can't lie.
Can't dive kick,
You
bro.
actually can't dive kick.
Where's your neutral? Press medium kick a bit more.
Cody wins.
You see my
Yeah.
bust down?
That's not even a bust down, bro. That's not a bust down. So
Give
I'm
a
any
bust
office
down,
watch,
fam.
bro.
That's
No
some
diamonds.
Citizen.
Innit?
What?
With a leather strap.
When you're a billionaire,
Yeah.
you don't have to flaunt like you
Look at
waste
my
man.
bust down.
He's not a billionaire. He was a mayor.
He's a prisoner that turned mayor.
How many
You're a
mayors do you know
billionaire.
that are rich when they're mayor? No one.
When you're a
Absolutely
billionaire,
none.
Bruv, he's not a millionaire. He just come out of pen.
Innit?
nah, cuz.
That's a dead. Wait,
man, a
nah,
billionaire.
let's talk about Metro City. How are you hiring a felon, an ex-felon, as your mayor? You are
He's
trash.
reformed, innit?
Oh, he's reformed, yeah.
Yeah.
Man still has knives
Man
and
said-
poles.
Man said bust down. He's got a leather strap and the old school Citizen, not even really gold. It just looks gold frame.
The bust down.
Looks like he's ready for
He's not.
some-
He's not bottom 10, man.
He looks like he's ready for esports commentary and that.
Exactly. Cody's not bottom 10, man. And plus, bottom 10's not that bad. This game is actually very balanced.
They just need to tweak a couple of the top 3 characters.
It's just the top tier is too top tier, man. It's like,
Dumb, stupid character.
stop getting angry. Play. You're winning.
I just want. I would like them to buff the lower characters and then tweak the top 3 a little bit.
You want them to buff the... Okay, what do you think of the mid-range characters? Do you think they're cool? They're cool where they are?
Yeah, they just
Like
need
from-
to fix discrepancies with that. But yeah,
Well, like, drop it.
you need mid-range characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see them be a little bit more varied and interesting.
What, the mid-tier characters?
Yeah, so
you
you
think
see
they're boring?
So you see the characters that are like superseded by better versions of their archetype.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, why would I play that character? Because
Like, why would I play Dalsim?
Why would I ever play Ryu?
Why
Why would I play?
If Kuman's there.
Why would I play Alex?
Yeah. There's way better variations of them.
Why would I play Dawson?
Exactly. Yeah.
The characters are superseded by better versions of their archetype.
So you would. So you would prefer them to tweak those characters?
Yeah,
and
I
make
want
them
there to
bit
be a
more-
reason to play Ryu instead of Akuma.
Okay. Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes definite sense.
Like, what does he do better?
Absolutely not.
And the answer to that shouldn't be, oh, we'll take away stuff from the Akuma then to make it worse, so that Ryu's better here, because everyone else stays the same. You just made Akuma worse, and Ryu's still whack, and then Rashid is still running around with 700 special moves.
Still
That's a bad idea.
Why play Geef when you've got Abigail? That's a fair thing to say, but
It is,
Geef
however,
definitely does things that Abigail doesn't, but
the one grab
Abigail is
situation.
way more stable. Way more stable.
Yeah.
Because Abigail doesn't have to grab.
That's what is the massive difference between them two.
Geef has to grab. Geef isn't beating you in a round unless you mess up or you get scooped.
Yeah.
You're not like, oh yeah, you did just the normal.
It's just that it's
footsies and
a
neutral.
it's a horrible blender.
Nah, you got crush countered by something and scooped and you died. That's how you get scooped.
Yeah, or you didn't react to the dash, and he caught you slipping.
Yeah. Geef is better than Abigail season 4. That is absolutely not true.
Who said that? What?
Faced
Geef now is better than Abigail season
4.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Geef is not great at all. His blender is just
It's fun
ridiculous.
though. I like Geef.
He's fun to watch. He's terrible to play against. If you're in a tournament and you're playing against like any of the Geefs, you're sweating, bro. Like Ed, there's no reason to play Ed. I think Falk's nice. For Phil's has been showing me. I think she's nice, bro.
Geef has better defensive options than Abigail. That's irrelevant because Abigail can just block, make you throw him, and then as soon as you open up a gap, you get crouch like kick.
He doesn't though. What does he have? Parry?
He's got frame on parry and throw invincible. Don't get me!
Oh my god, she died.
Final round.
They both got 4 frames. He's got health in it. He's got better health and better stun.
Oh!
Wow, wow. Where's your whip punishing, bro?
Can Ed be a good character?
He needs a lot of tweaking, man.
Ed still needs his combos to be more reliable, and he needs an overhead.
He doesn't need an
He
overhead.
needs an overhead.
Why does he need an overhead?
Because he don't care, he could be plus 17, doesn't matter.
Because he can't.
Because what are you going to do? Take the throw and then we'll go back to whatever it is.
But overhead me, I'll take that overhead damage.
Yeah, but then you can do feature stuff.
Oh, you want him to be able to combo off his...
Only feature. The overhead, and then you get opened
So
up
you want
by
that
the ball.
up-down mix up? Yeah, alright,
Yeah,
cool.
boy!
Alright, give that up. Oh, everyday mix up, man. I can't...
Yeah, in feature, but he only gets it once though. Because the ball, then that's it, it's gone.
Oh, you went with the ball? I thought you wanted with that
No,
string stuff, because that stuff's broken.
No.
No.
No, just the overhead into the ball.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no,
Like the
I agree with
Capcom,
that.
remember?
I agree with that. That's cool. That's very fair.
I don't want him to have an overhead that's like, oh, you can get a +3 on hit stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, just overhead that will open you up. And you
Then
get
the ball
popped up
hits
by the
you,
ball,
then you
and
get
it
the
does
combo.
and then EXD.
That's actually fair. You don't need to buff Cody. Cody can stay where he is.
What about Ryu? Ryu just needs OQ. Unfortunately, characters like Ryu and Sagat need OQ.
Do you know what? Do you think if they buffed zoning, he wouldn't need Oki?
You can't buff someone in this game.
You can.
No,
it's
you
just that
can't.
it would be silly.
You can't.
You can.
Okay. The season in which zoning characters were viable in this game
was
Menace and Guile, right?
and it was very silly.
But not because of the zoning. Guile had some of the best corner pressure in the game
So wait,
and a busted walk.
so his boons were in. They were
They
so
were plus.
They were amazing. That's what I'm saying. They were broken. That's broken. That's
it
zoning,
wasn't.
no?
No, but he didn't win from that. He won from, oh, I back throw you in the corner. Now you have to
No,
hold.
but the thing is,
Remember
he
that
could win
Daigo
from
comeback?
against who?
Problem.
Oh, what, Kimite?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just
Yeah.
doing mad plus stuff. You have to just guess all the time.
But that's a case of against Bison though, because Bison has nothing.
Well,
So if that was against a
everyone has to take that. It's just a guess with you DP or not. Like, he's still +2, so you can't
yeah,
press a
fair.
button.
But against a character that has no defense, I'm literally just gonna run my game, bro. But what I'm saying is,
That's how the game works. If you've got a DP, then you have to guess. And
yeah, it's just guess city. But what I'm saying is, the zoning and his zoning in that
yeah, his
season.
zoning is obviously good.
But if we bring that zoning to the Shoto characters,
No,
you've
because
now buffed zoning.
they don't have the same. They don't have the same ability to maintain turns as well. Like zoning,
Okay, his buttons were good as well. Like,
Sagat has got way better fireballs than any other Shoto, right?
in this game, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a better DP pretty much than most Shotos as well.
yeah. The
Mad
damage is
invincibility, damage, stun, safe, can scar up. No one cares about his zoning. No one cares.
yeah.
Do you know what he used to do?
What?
He used to DP, dash up, Oki. He used to do short, jab, short, DP, blah, blah,
I
blah.
think he
Tiger
should
knee,
only
dash
get
up,
Oki if he's scarred up. Not
I
Oki
mean,
off every DP.
If you want the game to be about zoning, you need people to get like counter hit or juggle combos like in Grand.
Nah, I don't
like
want that. I just want.
That's what you need. That's
but let's keep it Street Fighter.
You need to make people not jump at you. Because look, okay, I don't care. Counter hit back medium punch.
jump again.
Who gives a shit? I'll jump again.
Yeah, but what I'd say is, if they buff, like what you just said, if they gave Oki instead of doing the combo stuff in the air,
Carrying standing medium kick zones better than Sagat fireballs. That is very true. Because you know what? You can't jump standing medium.
that's true. Yeah, and the hitbox is yeah. I can react to fireballs.
Can't react to standing
You can't
medium.
react to stand medium kick, and you're not whip punishing it. Yeah, that's fair. And that's not good. That's not good. That there's a partner that's better than fireballs, but that's the game. Hopefully in the future
Well,
it might
that's
change.
why Menace was as well, because she had no risk involved in her normals.
Right.
But she also had mad comeback potential.
What the what this? What? Oh my god!
Oh!
He's still alive.
Why doesn't
But it's
Cody
just beginning.
say OTG?
That would be hilarious. But we don't want that. He can get him, he can get him, he can get him, he can chip him. If he behaves. Bro. Oh,
Nice.
Stop it, mate.
Can't do it. It's one button, bro.
Oh, it's the GGs, yeah? Oh, it's done.
That's it for tonight.
All right,
we're all
man,
going home. Well, I'm going home because I've got a little train. You make a stay.
What's the time? What's the time? Oh my God, it's that late.
10 to midnight.
It's 10 to tomorrow. All right.
You working tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. The studio.
In the studio, and that, yeah.
Working
yeah,
in the
obviously,
studio,
man's working in
obviously.
the studio
Bars
and
and that. You know how I like
Yeah.
this, man.
You know, obviously, got the tour and that coming up.
Tour things
Don't
and
know.
you know the bars and the albums.
Where's my other phone? Because obviously I got a smashed screen on it, so we need to go to the studio and fix that.
Yeah, I need to go to the studio and fix his phone. Alright, so that was our last game.
Yeah, it's time for us to clock off because we need to go home. I'm 2 hours away and then I'm tired.
Right,
North American Regional Finals is this weekend. It's going to be on Capcom Fighters on this very channel. Starts on Saturday, live from Las Vegas. That is -8 hours from British time.
Wow, that's going to hurt. I'm still going to watch it.
Weekend because there's going to be plentiful GGs. Everyone's there apart from Daigo and Fujimura. So it's going to be wicked. We will find out who's going to Capcom Cup. And we'll be back next week. I'll be here because I land at 2 PM. I'm going to come straight here next week.
And I will be here as well.
You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right. That's it for us tonight, though. Next week, we're going to give away this. So tune in next week and win this. This is used by Mr. Crimson. It's a French company, so that's why I use it. But yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. We had fun.
Yes, we did. And I'm the champion of today as well, so I'm just going to put that out there. And even though everybody was against me, it is what it is. You know.
We wish all of our friends of the show good luck at regional finals as well. Of course, Problem X is going to go and win 50 bags and then buy us all whips.
Yeah, whips and bust downs
We're
like
going to all
Cody's.
get citizen bust downs. It's going to be sick. Infectious, obviously we want Infectious to do well as well.
Exactly.
Shout out to
That's my
Phenom,
guy.
Luffy, Takamura. Hopefully Luffy has a really great tournament and then Takamura gets in and we have 7 players in Capcom Cup.
Which
and I get to just
will be the dream.
do the shmoney dance all the Americans. Anyway, that's it from us tonight.
Take care, guys.
Take
man.
care. See you later. Big up Real Menace on the stream and for beating Confz as well. Got beaten by the streamer.
Oh my gosh, get me off of this.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.